Welcome to the Arena D'bellatrix Accipiterque, brought to you by Sparabell Productions, a level 20 battle royale between 6 formidable contestants. Introducing Alex as Jin Misrunner, Halfling Druid. Brandon as Stuzor Gijak, Half-Orc Paladin. Claire as Komi, Half-Orc Zealot. Greg as Nikolas Song, Tiefling Bard. Kyle as Gundage Kilbourne, High Elf Cleric. Megan as Briziara, Autumn Eladrin Druid. And Jax as the Master of Games.
So I'll start. I'm Jax. Most of you probably, if you're watching this, already know who I am. I run the Critic Gifting group on Facebook, and I am the mum behind Wolfenoot, and I run Sparable Twitch streams every weekday at lunchtime for me in New Zealand, where I read classic literature. At the moment, we're reading Grimm's Tales, and it's bonkers. But I've read a couple of other books, and when I run out of a book, I let my audience vote on what the next book I'm going to read is. So that's quite fun. I have been playing D&D for a few years now, 3 years, 4 years, I think. And like so many people, I came to it through Critical Role, which I was introduced to by my partner Adam, who is the other half of Sparabell. He's the Sparrow part of the Sparabell, and I'm the Bell part of the Sparabell. So, yeah, that's me. We'll go from the top. So that is Greg. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I will introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I'm Greg. I'm a part of a 6-group collective called Hardest Reset. If you see Hardest Reset showing up in any of your guys' streams, it's most likely me. On rare occasions, it may be my fiance Mira, but it's usually me. I have been doing online content to an audience of 4 since 2013. Channel is called Hardest Reset, as I said. I've been playing D&D since 2017, but I've had an interest since 2015 because the last time I met Matthew Mercer at a con was when Critical Role first started, and I said, hey, really cool, because we ran into him at Club 21 and Anime Expo that year, and I was like, dude, yeah, you guys playing D&D have me interested in this D&D thing, and he's like, do it. Please do it. It's so much fun. It'll change your life. And then I found out a good friend of mine, Brad, who is our DM for our D&D series, The Homebrewers. He'd been playing since, third edition. He wasn't familiar with the new edition, but for Extra Life 2017, we had our first experience, and we practically documented our whole D&D experience since then. It's a series called The Homebrewers on our channel, which is a lot of fun. And yeah, I was an actor as a kid. I did commercials and whatnot, and D&D helped me kind of tap back into that love of improv and weird characters and voices and whatnot. And it kind of reminded me of the fun that was associated with that.
Cool. Oh, we lost him. Oh, no. All right, we'll move on until he reappears. Brandon, do you want to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. I'm Brandon. I'm not quite as exciting of a backstory as far as getting out there and having any web streaming of any sorts. I do run our home game for my family and some friends. I also tend to run games at our local game store here,
Cool.
which is fun. We do that on a weekly basis, as well as occasionally get to play there. Never really had a chance to do much with a level 20 character, so this is going to be exciting. I've been playing D&D for probably about 3 years, 4 years, somewhere around there. So just really kind of excited to see what happens with this and
Awesome.
where things go.
Sweet. Thank you. Megan.
I do want to apologize real quick. I don't know what happened on it.
It's all
All I
good.
was going to say
Don't worry
was
about
that
it.
all I was going to say was that, like, yeah, I'm just glad I'm back into that. And that's literally, I was literally at the end, so we're good to go. Anyway, Megan, go ahead.
Sweet.
Megan,
Cool.
go ahead.
Okay. All right. So
Thanks for
I'm
the
Megan.
host. Sorry, carry on.
I'm been playing D&D for probably kind of same as most of you guys, 3-4 years. My sister actually got me into it She got my whole family into it, but she got into D&D from Critical Role. And it's become a very big family thing. We all watch together on Thursday nights. I run 2 campaigns at home with my family. One is a Disney themed campaign, which is super fun.
Cool.
And another is a homebrew world, and my sister does run one campaign, which is nice because it's not often I do players because I'm a creative writer, so I love creating the worlds and just making something out of nothing and having the power to do anything. And it's a lot of fun for me, so I'll spend hours upon hours world building or creating characters and lore, and it's a lot of fun for me. So, and it's also really good practice for creative writing because it helps you, D&D really helps you flesh out like character details and how situations react, and yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Claire.
Hi guys. My name is Claire. I'm mostly known on the internet as Psychic. I do a lot of streaming. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for at 12 o'clock BST or whatever the UK time is at the time. Mostly doing playing a little space game known as Elite Dangerous. I'm a massive space nerd, but I split my time between streaming and being like this space nerd and playing a shit ton of Dungeons and Dragons. I play 4 nights a week, DM 2, and playing 2 other campaigns, one based in the Scottish Highlands and one based in ancient Rome, which are both really awesome campaigns. And I'm currently DMing Tomb of Annihilation on 2 nights.
Nice.
And yeah, that's about it. It's very late, and I've had a drink, so I'm just going to smash some skulls in. That's what's
Awesome.
happening.
Thank you for being here, because I know from time zone for the UK is pretty rough at the moment.
Yeah, this is. I normally I'm normally awake this time.
Okay.
I co-host a podcast with a friend of mine who lives in the States about Elite Dangerous, and we normally record this time, so this is normal time for me, so it's okay.
Well, thank you anyway. Kyle.
Hi there. I am Kyle. I am an actor in Portland, Maine, over in the United States. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for about 3 years. Oh, 3 years now. It's been a while. And when the pandemic hit, I decided to fill all of my free time with D&D because I'm kind of insane. So I'm playing in 3 different campaigns right now and DMing the new Dragons of Icespire Peak for a group of friends.
Awesome.
I definitely got in through Critical Role. My friend Jen told me to check them out. I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, Kyle, it's voice improv. I'm like, wait, what? So I got to get my acting roots into it, and I've been really into like the dramatic role play side of it. And with a bunch of my friends, we've just been telling some great stories. And I am thrilled to be here. I've never done a character this high, so let's see what happens.
Awesome. Alex.
To be fair, as a character player myself, as an RP guy, I love it. It's fun. Anyway,
Alex, I am Alex. I also live in New Zealand, so it is kind of early on a Saturday for me. I'm not usually up till like noon, but this is fine. I've had like 3 cups of coffee already. Let's go. I got into D&D through the Adventure Zone, actually, I think, and then I discovered Critical Role after I finished that, the Balance arc, and pretty much just been playing ever since. Critical Role also got me into DMing as well, because I'm like, I want to do that. That looks like fun. And the rest is kind of just history. I DM 2 games at the moment, a homebrew one for a group of friends, and then a Dragons of Icespire Peak game as well.
Awesome. Well, welcome, all of you, and thank you for being here. Yeah, it's pretty exciting, I think. I'm pretty thrilled. Do you want to see this arena you're fighting in?
I'm so excited to finally get
Yes, please.
None of us,
Very much
so chat knows none of us know what this looks like.
No, the only people who have seen it so far are me and Adam. So
exciting.
Here we go. All right, I'm going to just do this. This is the arena. So what you see as you step out of the door, and each of you step out of a different door, is a large 60-foot by 60-foot arena. So it's not that large. It's just big enough to give you space to run, but not very far.
That's big enough. Oh, no.
You can see that there is liquid on the ground. what looks like water, what is definitely lava, and what seems to be some sort of disgusting green stuff. You are, if you look up onto the, like up on the edges, you can see tiered seating full of people. The crowd is roaring with excitement. It would be great if the crowd actually roared with excitement. Go for it, crowd. Roar for me.
Roar.
Anyway, and there is a, there they go. There is essentially a box, an area which is clearly the VIP section, and in it you can see what looks like a woman with, she's very tall, she has long red hair, and she's wearing a simple kind of white robe. And you would assume that this is the Bellatrix, which is woman, like warrior woman, right? That's what Bellatrix means. Beside her is essentially what looks like her consort. He appears to be, or you can't actually tell. It's a humanoid figure in like paladin armor, but it covers his entire body. And his chest plate has an image of a hawk on it. On the other side of the arena, kind of hovering in the air, you see an image of basically a large head. Think like the Wizard of Oz, right? The glowing wizard head. This is the master of the games. It is a giant glowing head, which is kind of weirdly genderless and sort of seems to morph between different kinds of faces. Like, it's very difficult to identify who exactly this person is. It kind of, as it speaks, which it will do shortly, the face changes depending on what it's talking about, right? So the face of Bo, kind of like the face of Bo, but more amorphous than that. So this is what we have. What I would like you to do now, in turn, is to describe your character so that people know what we're seeing. We're going to start at the northern point, which is Gundage. Gundage, would you please describe your character for us so we know what we're seeing?
So from the top comes out this about 200-year-old elf, long silverish hair. He's got violet eyes that just kind of glow through. He's wearing this pretty nice scale mail armor that he got from a dragon that he and his party took down. All these green scales on him. And he's just kind of looking around. He's got around his neck an amulet of a bluebird to indicate his god Hababkuk, one of the gods of the storm.
Awesome, thank you. Moving clockwise, we have Nikolas.
So standing before you is this arguably one part charismatic, one part trying not to shit his pants, dark red tiefling male. And some, oh gosh, I gotta remember what style armor, and some studded leather armor. But with a little couple buttons unbuttoned because you got to show off a little chest, being the entertainer that he is. On his side, he's got or on his head, his horns curve and just go straight down. He's got platinum silver hair that definitely does not look like that is his natural hair color. The D&D equivalent of having platinum silver hair. And it's long and it's swooped over to the left. He's got this really big smile, and on his right, on his back, he's got, you know, his weapon, his long sword and another sword, kind of like crosses, like in a crossed pattern sticking out because he thought that looked cool for having two swords. And on his side, he's got a drum, which is his preferred musical instrument. And looking out at the crowd, he's kind of, as the audience chants, kind of instinctively getting in entertainer mode, banging the drum on occasion, even though he knows he should not be doing.
Awesome. Carrying on clockwise, we have Komi.
All right. Komi she's got long black hair up in a big eye ponytail. She's carrying an axe which has seen far too many fights. Green skin, half orc, big old tusks, big woman. You're not gonna mess with this woman. Wearing some braces, and she's got this butcher's apron on, this black apron. It's got blood stains running all over it. She looks vicious as hell, and she's snarling and breathing really hard.
Love it. Carrying on clockwise, we're now at 6 o'clock. Jin.
Jin is about 3.5 feet tall. She is a halfling, and she's wearing very well crafted studded leather. It kind of has vines swirling down it. And she has a wooden shield strapped to her arm, and doesn't appear to be carrying any weapons at all.
Cool. Moving up to 9 o'clock. Briziara. How do you say that? Briziara. Briziara?
Yeah, Brizzy.
Cool.
So she's very easy to spot. She's got bright orange skin, the color of pretty much a pumpkin. Her hair starts in a deep red and slowly trickles down and fades until a pale yellow. Reminds you very much of the changing of a leaf in fall. She kind of keeps it in a little bit, like half of it up in a bun and the rest of it flowing down her back. Her armor is very weird. It's scale mail, and you can tell that, but it's not made of one type of scale. It seems to be the scales of many creatures. There's black scales, red scales, brown scales, all these different kinds of scales from all these different creatures that she has slayed over her years. She carries a long wooden staff with, looks like wrapped vines with almost a mini tree at the top, and she has a wooden shield shaped like a leaf.
Awesome. Thank you. And finally, we have Stuzor.
All right, you see a tall half-orc man standing in just jet black plate armor with a cloak on his back, just blood red cloak. In his hand, he's got a large maul, and on the chest plate of the plate of the armor is the symbol of Grumish, the orc deity. He is a holy man of and is going to do whatever is in his power to take out any that tend to try and stop him.
Very good. All right. You see the giant head above the arena turn into what looks like almost like a Mad Hatter figure with a top hat and like big, long, awesome moustache going on. And it says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Arena D'bellatrix Accipiterque. We are all here to honor our Bellatrix, and these 6 will honor, 5 of these 6 will honor her with their lives, one hopes. The 6th will become her champion. And what a champion they shall be. Shall we begin?" And he waits. Are you ready?
Nicholas
I
slaps the drum and said, "Let's go!"
Very good. I would like you all,
Briziara
please, to roll
Back
initiative.
onto the-
Initiative, baby.
Ah!
Oh, I gotta pick a good one. Alright, here we go.
I'm gonna just do it in the order it's shown up on my tracker. Jin.
Give me 1 sec. Oh, that one's cocked. That was terrible. That's a 10.
10.
With advantage.
Stuzor.
Oh.
That is a 22 with a natural 20 on the die.
Wow, nice work. Briziara.
The opposite of that rolled a natural 1 for a 5.
Oh,
no.
Nicholas.
11.
Gundage.
Not great.
Gundage also rolled a natural 20, so he's at 25.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
Very good. And
I'm
Komi?
That is 3 of us rolling natural 20s.
Wow.
I also
So-
have
Oh my
25.
You fucking
Sorry, what was your
I
final
get
thing?
25.
25. So that's 3
Oh.
nat 20s and a natural 1 in our very
Yeah.
first round of rolls.
Yep. That's
So
just
to
and
be
that's just
clear, Jax,
initiative.
we did get a chance to cast our preparatory spells, didn't we?
Yes.
Beforehand.
Yes. So you will each have basically had the opportunity to cast 1 preparatory spell that cannot be longer than a minute's casting.
Okay.
But
I'll
you need
message you
to
what mine was.
you
so.
need to have used the spell slot and stuff though. I
Yeah.
would expect you to. Yeah.
I'll
All right.
message you what-
Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 minute to think about what you're gonna do while I put your hit points into my tracker because it doesn't do it automatically, which is stupid. But that's okay.
I love someone in the chat that said lying about the rolls.
Already, jeez.
Everyone's. Oh man, already getting
Why would I
increased.
roll why would I lie about an initiative roll?
Yeah, if you were
It's-
gonna do
yeah.
it right.
Why would it be on initiative? I love it. I'm just poking. And then I saw another one of my friends who's a part of our series, homebrewer series, is in the chat now, and I'm like, fuck, even more pressure. Fun.
I'm excited. Sorry, bear with me. This is annoying
Take
that
your
it doesn't
time.
automatically just put the information in. But,
I know.
and you can't put it in before you've done the initiative, so.
Yeah. I've used the tracker a couple times. It's got some kinks, but it works pretty nice.
I mean, in fairness, it's in beta, so you know. But it's the easiest way to keep track of what's potting. So, alrighty. So, we start with Gundage.
Right.
What are you doing?
Whew. I am going to just kind of center myself for a moment, clutch me holy symbol, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use cast a level 4 spell.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Cool. So you're staying put. You're not moving.
Look at the map. I'll come out of the box about 5 feet. I'll just kind of take a step out
Okay.
and
So just
ready
like
myself to see what's going to happen.
I realize there's a bit of a lag from what you can
Perfect.
see me doing, but does that look right?
That looks just about right.
Cool. Perfect. That takes us to Komi.
Am I within 30? If I step out, am I within 30 feet of anyone to be able to go? Oh, actually, no. I have I have 40 feet of anyone. I'm a level 20 barbarian. What we're talking about?
I mean, technically Jin, but there is that liquid in between, and you have no
Yeah.
idea how deep that is.
I ain't keen on that liquid. Not gonna lie. I think I'm just gonna get real angry, real angry, go into a bit of a rage.
Fair enough.
Think of all the people who have wronged me and just step forward, ready to hit anyone. If anyone gets within range of me, I'm just gonna whack them.
All right. So, like, just off the platform, like there?
Yeah, just step forwards off the platform a little bit.
All right.
See
Cool.
if anyone comes towards me.
Cool. All right. Stuzor.
All right, I am going to cast at 7th level, elemental weapon, and I'm going to make it lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to run as close as I can to get to where Briziara is,
Okay. So I would say
just
you
to
can go
try and make my way to
towards her.
intercede or stop.
So I'm
She would
assuming
be,
you're not going
at
straight
level 5.
over the lava. You're going to use the platform, right?
No, I'm going to avoid the lava. And
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd say you can get to about there.
all right,
Yeah? Assuming 30 feet.
works.
It is 30 feet, right?
30 feet, yes.
Yeah. Alright. And you're just going to hang out there for now.
And I'm gonna hang out there because that's an action.
Cool. Nicholas.
Action and movement. I'm done.
Oh, great. Now I got to do something. Cool. Nicholas looking around, seeing all these people jumping down before hopping out of his box. Bangs the drum again, fist up before jumping up, saying, "For Our Lady!" and jumps down out of his box. He's gonna have fun with this. And he is. Oh, what am I going to do? I gotta be within 30 feet. God damn it! There's not much I can do right now. He's going to. In case someone gets closer to him, he's going to hold a 3rd level Thunder Wave.
Okay. What is the trigger?
So, the trigger for the Thunder Wave is if anyone gets. Let me go to Thunder Wave real quick. If anyone gets within, what's the range on that? That's 15. If anyone gets within his 15 feet bubble, he's going to.
All right.
Yeah, so that'll be his trigger. And if it gets to my turn and I don't use it, I'll just mark the slot.
Yep. Have I put you in the right place?
Let me see. Yeah,
Yep.
That's perfect.
Cool. All right, Jin.
Alrighty, Jin is going to look around, seeing all these people moving a little bit slow on the draw, and is going to use her bonus action to wild shape into a water elemental.
All
There
right.
it is. There it is.
Can you tell me your water elemental's HP, please?
Give me 1 second. It is 114.
Cool. All right.
And then she is going to look at the water on either side of her and jump into the right.
Okay.
And she has
so-
a swim speed of 90 feet.
Jeez. All right. So you're like there now.
She's going to move kind of up to the edge of the water as close as she can.
Like there.
And how close is Komi to her at that point?
I would say you're about 30 feet away.
Excellent. I'm going to cast Produce Flame with my action.
Very good. What is that a save?
It is a spell attack. That is a 19 plus 12. So that is
Oh, yeah,
31
that hits.
to hit. Alright.
Yikes.
And that
Right into
is 4d8. Let me find my d8. Oh, I'm already shaking. Alright. That is 7, 14, 19, 21 points of fire damage.
Okie dokie.
And then she's going to move back from the edge there and go under the water.
Okay.
Probably about 10 feet down.
All right. Cool. Just bear with me a minute. I just want to check something. Don't you love it when the DM says that?
Yeah. Oh no. That's gonna be
My
good.
favorite thing to say with the DM is that everyone starts to look scared.
Hmm.
All right. I need you, Jin, to roll a Constitution save, please.
Okay.
Oh,
That is a 22.
All right. You're good.
What does that mean? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
That is her turn. 2
That
feet
is
under
your
the
turn?
water.
Cool. Briziara, what are you doing?
Okay, well, we had similar plans, but druids typically do. Seeing the fire around her, she's going to use her bonus action to turn into a fire elemental,
Mm-hmm.
which has 102 hit points.
Has how many? Sorry?
102.
102. All right.
And then she is going to go forward to meet. Sorry, I honestly don't remember the name. S. Because my
Stuzor.
brain's not working.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all the way up to him?
And is going to use her multi-attack.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, that's not very good. First roll is a 15.
15 does not hit.
No. I didn't think so.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Okay, that's much nicer. That is... We gotta do math. Ugh, pressure. That is a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Alright. So let's see.
So what attack are you doing? You're smacking him with
called the-
fire.
Yeah, it's just touch. So,
Okay.
so you take 9 points of fire damage, and you are currently on fire,
Alright.
Oh, no.
and you will remain on fire until you use an action to douse it.
Alright.
You're on fire.
Elemental weapon is concentration, but I have a plus 16 to con, so I will
Be on
automatically make that con save.
fire? Ah.
Yeah, well, to maintain
a-
concentration on my spell.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
But I have a plus 16 to con, so
Yep.
I'm gonna meet that 10.
Yep. Gotcha. Understand now. Cool. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Yes. That brings us back to Gundage.
All right. So as I kind of get to lay of the land, I'm looking around, and I see fire happening, and that's problematic. So as I step into the light, you can kind of see my coat. My cloak is this dark blue robe that looks kind of like the galaxy. And I kind of reach up to the collar, and I pull one of the stars off, and I throw it towards the Briziara, the fire, which is, using my robe of stars, I am casting a level 5 magic missile.
Okay. What's the range on that?
Going into my spells. Going into my spells. 5. Range is... Magic missile. Where are you? 120 feet.
Okay. Sweet. That's fine. Just checking. All right. So that's an attack roll, I assume.
It is. It's going to
Magic
be...
missile automatically hits.
Does
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I think it
Oh.
auto hits.
All right.
Yeah, I think it auto hits.
All right. So that's going to be... 4, 12, 14, 15. It's going to be 18 points of force damage.
Okay.
That's to Briziara. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
14 points of damage. Got it.
Cool.
And as far as movement, there's fire next to me. I'm gonna stay put for a hot second.
Fair enough, too. All right. So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
All right. Komi.
Is the bard 40 feet from me?
Here it fucking
No,
goes.
I would say.
Here it fucking goes. Oh boy.
Oh
Fun.
no, 40 is probably about right. Yep.
Right, I'll run up to him, cast your thunder wave.
Yep.
I'll cap my thunder wave.
Come on, let's do
Alright.
it. Let's do it. Quick.
So as soon
like,
as
I
you
don't
hit
care.
about there, the thunder wave goes off.
All right. No, that's a natural 1.
Oh no.
That was a natural
Thunder wave is a
fucking
saving
1.
throw.
And you don't even
Thunder
notice
wave
Have to
it.
make a save
No,
anyway.
thunder
it's
wave
fine.
is. Oh wait, is thunder wave is?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's a save.
thunder wave
Yeah,
is.
thunder wave's
Oh,
a
it is a
save.
save. Sorry.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah, it is a save. Sorry, I thought I
Yep.
had to roll for it.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, I might have failed this. Hang on. 12. I've probably failed that.
Constitution 19.
There we go.
So that is 48 damage.
48.
And you're pushed back.
Not 48, 4d8. Oh yeah, and you're pushed back. Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
will.
Oh
continue
my
to
god,
range
that is
it.
the worst. That's just 12 points of damage, but you are pushed back.
12 points
What type
of
of
damage.
damage?
That is
Thunder,
thunder damage.
okay.
Yeah.
The fire would have been full damage, right? That's not one that you get halved. I'm talking to
Both of them. Both of them are full damage.
both of them are full. Okay, just checking that I'm
Okay.
keeping track right. All right, so how far does she get pushed back?
She gets pushed back. I'm bringing it up on D&D Beyond right now. She gets pushed back
10 feet.
10 feet. 10 feet.
All right, so I would say you managed to get within 5, so that would have been 5, 10, 15, 20. So you've used 25 feet of your movement.
Okay, I'll just get right up next to him then. I'll use my dash to
You've
get
got
right up next to him.
Oh, okay.
There it
Sweet.
is.
I've got 40 feet, so
So yeah,
I've
you
got
would need to
15
use
more
your
feet.
dash to get right on top of him.
yeah,
No,
I'll
yeah.
get right up next to him.
All right, cool. So
I
you get like pushed back, but she just kind of pulls her shit together and keeps coming at you.
Here it comes. Brace of contact.
But that's your action, right? Yeah.
Yep, I'm done.
Cool. Stuzor.
All right, so because my weapon does lightning damage now, anybody that I hit is going to get pushed 10 feet back. So I would
Okay.
like to position myself somewhere around Briziara to try and shove her towards the lava.
All right. She is fire at the moment.
I don't care which direction. Well, yes, but I'm hoping to take care of that.
Okay. All right. So probably there. How far does it push her?
They get pushed 10 feet.
Okay. So you probably need to be
but
like.
by the way, at the start of your turn, you take fire damage for being on fire. You take 1d10 fire damage.
Because you're on fire.
By the way, BT
What's that?
does.
10.
Oh God.
10 damage.
All right. 10 damage.
All right.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah.
This.
I would like to. That'll work.
Yep.
And I would like to take a swing.
Mhm.
And that is 11 plus stuff. Hold on.
11 plus stuff.
That's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
You will take more fire damage
All right.
for touching me. You take another d10 fire damage every time you make a
Nice.
melee attack.
There it is.
How much?
That's
How
5
much
points
damage
of
you
fire
take?
damage.
5 points of
5
fire
points?
damage.
All right. That's fine. So I am going to roll a bunch of dice now because I have. Yeah.
Bring it.
So that is 12 from the mall, plus 8 from the improved smite is 20. Because of the cleric thing, that's a 2 thunder damage, and then 8 lightning damage.
Jesus.
Nice.
Um,
Very nice.
No, he's not here right now.
No, he's not here right now.
He doesn't belong in this universe. No.
No. He's like, this ain't my fight, man.
I killed him like 30 rounds ago.
That's 37 points of damage,
Cool.
Total?
and you are shoved 10 feet back.
Mhm.
Right. 37 points of damage. Got it.
And you're shoved. Oh crap! I'm pressing the wrong thing. Sorry. Back into this lava. Boom.
And then
Okay.
I still have I have my movement still, so I'm going to step back up to get right
Okay.
in front of her,
Oh yeah, like there.
and I'm going to use my yeah, yes, that works. Not going in the lava, but
Yeah, yeah. No, you're on the edge of it.
getting next to the lava. And then, yes, and I'm going to swing with my second hit. And this one I would like to do Great Weapon Master,
Um,
and that is
she is
20
under the lava at this point. If she's gone into the lava, unless she's actively, are
She
you
is in
actively
the lava?
stopping yourself from not going into the lava?
I mean, I would like to, but I'm a fire elemental, so I don't know if I just sink or if because I'm fire I kind of stay at the top. I don't really know.
Oh, that's a
didn't
good point.
think things sunk into lava. So if she's under the lava,
Yes, but this isn't your average
then-
lava.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Lava.
Oh no.
Because I'm mean. I would
No.
say that because she's a fire elemental, she can choose whether she is going to sink into it or not.
I'm not going to.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
As you were, carry on with your second attack then.
then my second attack is a 25 to hit.
That hits,
And then
and
that-
you take 10 more points of fire damage.
More points of fire damage.
Oh, good.
And then that is going to be more lots of dice.
More lots of dice.
All right, I'm cheating. I'm using a calculator.
Fair enough.
And just for grins and giggles, I want to throw a smite into this.
Ooh. Yeah.
Is that a bonus
No.
action? Or is that just something you can do?
Smite is just a, as a paladin, I can smite
Just
on an
smite,
attack when
okay.
I hit.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
that is going to be. That is going to be 54 points of damage.
54.
Yeah,
54,
that
5-4.
Yeah,
And you are pushed 10 feet back.
cool.
Oh my god.
Does that push me onto the
Ooh.
little patch of land, though?
That's not land, that's a wall. So it pushes
Oh,
you
it
against the
looks like-
wall.
Little patch
Oh,
of
push
wall.
me against the wall.
Yep.
Okay, I see that now.
Yep.
I thought he was coming from a different angle. Gotcha.
No, I would say you're going
Okay.
back against the wall from there.
All right.
Yeah.
And that, I do believe, that ends my fire elemental form.
54? Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh dear.
I need you to make a constitution save, please.
Okie dokie. Constitution saving throw.
Oh man.
Okay, that's not terrible. Constitution. My constitution's not great though. That's an 18.
18? That is a fail.
Ooh.
So this is going to be fun.
There are some F's in chat right now
For
that are
you,
going
maybe.
on. I love it.
All right.
Alright.
Let's see. That is 24.
Oh shit.
Oh no. 29.
Oh.
32.
Oh god.
36. Oh shit.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh. Oh. Don't go
that
in
is
there.
51 points of fire damage.
Can I use my reaction to
Ouch.
cast absorb elements?
Yes, I guess you can.
Cool.
You haven't used a reaction yet this round, have you? What does that
Nope.
do?
Okay, it covers, captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect. I have resistance to the resistance to the damage type, so I'll take half damage then.
Okay, so that would be 25 points of damage in that case.
That's a little bit easier to swallow.
Oh man.
And you are still in the lava, so on your next turn you will take that again, unless you remove yourself. But it's the end of your turn.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Don't fall in the lava,
Welcome
guys.
to D'bellatrix.
Floor is lava. Don't touch the lava.
Stuzor, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my. Well, actually, I have a bonus action still.
Oh, because you
So
didn't
I'm
need
going
the
to
bonus
cast
action.
a spiritual weapon.
You're going to cast what, sorry?
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon, okay. Where are you
Hmm.
putting it?
I am going to put that. Can I
Okay.
see Briari?
Well, now that she's not a fire elemental, she has sunk into the lava. So no.
All right. Then I'm just going to have it hang out next to me.
All right. I'm going to put this there. I'm going to make it smaller. This is your spiritual weapon because it's. I didn't think of making things for spiritual weapons. So that is your spiritual weapon.
Just have the little mouse cursor. There it is. There it is.
It made me think the whole time that the mouse is just sitting on it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But no, it's just
His
his
spiritual weapon is
weapon
just a mouse
is a
cursor.
giant
Yeah.
mouse pointer.
It's actually a spear, so that works.
It's like a mouse pointer shaped spear.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right,
Perfect.
that brings us to Nikolas.
All right.
You have
who's
an
within
orc in your
60
face.
Who's within 60 feet of me?
Komi.
Homie,
And
obviously. obviously.
Gundage. 1, 2,
Gundage.
3, 4, 5. Yep, I'd say Gundage is within 60 feet of you, and that's
We're
it
gonna
at the moment.
need some wisdom saving throws because I'm gonna cast at 6th level mass suggestion.
Okay. So Komi and Gundage, you need wisdom saving throws, please.
Wisdom saving throws. It probably won't work, but it'll be fun.
That's a
That's gonna
21.
be a 31.
Doesn't fucking work. All right, never fucking mind. Cool.
On either of them.
Um,
Oh.
Nope. 19 was the save. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that fucking sucks dick. All right, cool. Yeah, there's nothing.
That's your
I don't even
action?
know what the fuck I could do. That was
Do-
my action.
do you wanna
bone. How are we doing spells again for bonus actions if you cast up to 3rd level? For
Yeah,
bonus
we'll go
action?
with Mercer rules. 1 to
Mercer
3
rules.
is okay. Yep.
Cool. Well, that didn't fucking work, but that's okay. I don't like orc person in my face, so I'm gonna do another thunder wave this time at I'll just do it at 2nd level this time.
Okay.
So that'll be another. That's a con save
Con
for
save.
thunder wave.
That is a 28.
Fuck you. All right, that's fine. I love you. You're great.
Really good.
That's fine,
Nicholas is not
that's
having a
fine.
good day.
Yeah.
You're a bit distracted by the giant orc
And
woman in your
just
face.
for a free action, he's gonna bang the drum and be like, "Fuck!" That's it. That's his turn, and that's his turn.
Cool. That brings us
That's
to
his turn.
Jin, who's hiding in the water.
She is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
first
would've
question, I have
really
two
cool.
questions. First one is, how much clearance is there above the arena?
A fair amount, probably 90 feet high.
Excellent. Second question, can I climb out of the water and back up onto that platform?
As a
I
water,
am a large creature.
are you staying a water elemental?
She'll swim up and onto and climb up there.
I would say it's probably like 10 feet above the water, so that probably shouldn't
I'm
be a
10
problem.
feet high because
Yeah.
I'm a large creature.
Yep, that should be
So-
fine.
So she's gonna climb up there and survey.
I have to tell you that I just confused myself by thinking that my mouse cursor was his spiritual weapon. Anyway, as you were. So you're climbing back up?
Yeah, back up onto the platform. Still water elemental.
Yep.
And is going to cast, just at 3rd level, Cool Lightning right in the middle of this arena. It is a 60-foot radius, so it should cover the whole thing.
Yes, it does.
And she's going to pull down a bolt of lightning on Nikolas, which means it's going to hit both Nikolas and Komi. So I need both of
Okay.
you to make. Well, I think it's Dex. Let me double check.
It is.
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity
Alright.
saving throws. Where's my saving throws at? Oh, cool.
And I can see this, can't I? I can see this happening.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Cool.
Or can she? Because I don't use components for my spells.
But I can see the lightning coming, right? I
Yeah,
can see
I
it
feel
appearing
like-
and then
That's true.
coming.
Yeah. The like gathering storm
You can see the
cloud
gathering
with the
storm.
yeah. She might not have seen you cast it, but she saw the effects. So what were your saves?
25.
20.
Both of those succeed, so you guys take half damage. So you guys take
Okay.
half of 17, so 8.
Alright.
8 points of
8?
lightning
Yep.
damage.
8 points of lightning.
And the
damage.
cloud is still swirling above.
Okay, 8 points of damage. That's fine.
All right.
And that is Jin's turn.
Cool. That brings us to Briziara. You need to get
Okay.
your ass out of that lava, I'm afraid.
yeah,
Question
that was
though.
deadly.
Since there's a storm cloud already in the sky, if I cast Call Lightning, will I get the bonus damage because there's already a storm?
Oh.
Can they overlap?
I was going to ask the same question.
Do you usually? Oh, we lost
I
someone.
was wondering
Do
the
you-
same thing, so.
Do you usually get bonus damage if there's already a storm? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I would say
Yes,
yes.
you do.
There is already
Well-
a storm. It's a magical storm, but yes, it is there. So I'd say yes.
Okay, so I'm going to burn my bonus action to wild shape into a fire elemental again, since I am
Okay.
in the fire.
That seems wise.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So let's restore the hit points on that. All right.
So remind me, 102. Is that right?
Yes.
How many wild shapes do you get?
Infinite.
Unlimited.
Oh.
If we're 20th level
Druids.
druids, we get
All right.
unlimited.
Cool.
Yep. I am going to move backwards towards that, or kind of up towards that little strip of land there.
Okay. You mean the platform?
There's like. I
That's a
don't know.
wall. That's the wall of the arena.
Like up, I think, toward. So.
Or you mean
Yeah,
up
there's
here?
kind of. Yes,
Okay.
that is what I meant.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, and then I am going to cast Call Lightning at 5th level. And I will bring my first bolt. Let's see. You were using lightning against me, so I'm making the assumption that lightning might not hurt you as much. So I'm going to call it down onto Jin, actually.
All right.
So I need dex save.
Druid v Druid.
Yep. Oh, that's not good. That's a 17.
No, that does not succeed. Alright, let's see. Alright. Mathing. Okay, let's see here. 10, 15, 16, 24, 31 points of lightning damage.
Cool.
Okay.
And now I have concentration up on that.
I need to make a
so-
concentration check as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fuck. I think that
Oh,
succeeds
no.
though. That is 18. So yes, that will succeed.
Yeah.
Cool.
I rolled terribly on that. Both numbers were less than 10.
Oh.
Can I ask a dumb question? Wild shape is not an action, is it?
It is a bonus action for
bonus
Moon
action.
Druid.
All right. Just checking. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure that I was getting that right. All right. So is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. That brings us to Gundage.
All right. So Gundage is going to pull out from under his cape, a large staff with the head of a snake, and he's going to, as a action, say the word Kiarna, and it will transform into a giant constrictor snake,
Very nice. All right.
which gets its own initiative. So should I roll
Oh.
that now for you?
Yes, please. Oh, how do I
If we
add
weren't
someone?
fighting each other, this would be a fun party to have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Two druids would wreck everything in our path.
Uh,
But we work together instead of trying
What
to kill
is
each other.
your snake's HP?
60.
All right. What is your snake's AC?
12.
Cool. And
Its initiative is 16.
goes before me.
all right. Oh, it won't let me do that. That's annoying. Okay, can you please try to keep track that he goes after Stuzor for me and remind me if I forget?
I can.
Thank you. I don't
So that
have
is-
a thing for your
That
snake.
is my
hang on.
action.
Let me find a thing for your snake. One
Okay.
minute. I'm gonna see if I can do this. See if I still have the ones from. Please hold, caller. Let's see if I still have the ones from the Amnesia game. I don't think I do. All right, I will get you a snake. Is that your?
I'll
That's
get
your
you a
action.
snake.
That's my action.
All right.
As a bonus action, I am going to cast a second level spiritual weapon.
Mhm.
And let's see, how far can I get that? Spiritual weapon. I can cast that within 60 feet of me. So
Mhm.
I'd like to put it right next to the bard and the barb.
So your snake is next to you.
Nick.
I saw the snake finally.
All
That's great. That's so good.
right.
That's amazing.
And your spirit, I'm going to have to find you a spiritual weapon too. Stuzor, since I'm here,
no.
what is your spiritual weapon? What does it look like?
It is a large glowing spear.
Let's see what I can find. Oh, yeah, that's quite cool. God, I'm probably breaking copyright rules here all over the place because I'm just like, la la la, Google image search.
That's fine.
Sorry, people whose pictures I'm stealing. Oh, look at that. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's just finish this spear thing. You guys, I should have asked you about these things beforehand, but I didn't think about it. All right.
That's all right.
A spear is a lot smaller than that.
It's
we
gonna be
can
hovering over us,
take
right?
that
Or where'd you move it to?
pointer away. Well, this is Stuzor's one. What is yours, Gundage? What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Mine.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Mine's kind of a fancy type sword with the hilt being an actual bluebird.
Oh my god.
So if
Okay,
you
I'm not
find
going to be able to
Have
find a
fun
blue
Google
board.
searching that one.
Let's write bluebird sword and see what
No,
we get.
you can't.
This is almost certainly copyright infringement.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm excited.
Whatever you find will be fine.
That's what I'm going with.
The anticipation.
This is called winging it, you guys.
I know.
All right, where are we putting
Show
the
must
sword?
go on.
I can cast it within 60 feet of me, so I'm
Yep.
going to put it right next to the bard and the barb.
Over here.
The Bard and the Barb. That sounds like a
Cool.
podcast.
All right,
Or like a cover band.
Or a cover band, The Bard and the Barb. Yeah, that sounds
Cool.
fun.
all right. So now we've got everything. Is that the end of your turn?
I get to make an attack with it.
Oh, yep.
And I'm
Oh.
going to go after the bard.
All right.
Of course you are. Sounds fair. All right.
All right, that's a 13 plus 11, 24.
It hits. It hits. It you said plus 11. I'm like, that hits. That hits.
All right, so that's going to be 14 points of force damage.
14.
That's it? Just 14? All right, cool.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right. So, and that's the end of your turn?
That'll do it for me.
All right. You all heard the timer go off, right? So when that happens, where is it?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
The arena gets smaller. So Briziara,
Oh,
you are forced forward.
Oh man.
Back into the lava.
God love it.
Back in the lava again.
You are currently a fire elemental, am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's amazing.
you're all right.
That's so good.
There's a reason I decided to stay the fire elemental. Like I didn't have this feeling.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So that brings us to Komi. It is your turn.
I'm going to keep continuing my rage, reckless, attack the bard. Oh, that's a 19. That's a crit. I'm really sorry about this.
Oh.
It's okay. This is how we do
Yeah,
it. It's all good.
This is how it
I'm
happens.
really not. I'm so sorry. So that is 1d12. Mm-hmm.
On that attack, can you make a dexterity saving throw? Because I'm going to use my reaction for Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, do I
Nice.
see that? Do I see? Is that something that?
I mean,
requires
you have to
component?
actually rebuke. So how do you rebuke her?
Well, as she goes to hit me, as I take whatever fucking billions of damage I'm about to take, my eyes burn for a moment and say, "May the 9 hells burn you from the inside."
Oh,
That's my hellish rebuke.
Cool.
bless the little birds.
It's not gonna work, but that's fine. It's a dexterity save.
That is a 19.
That's the AC. You succeed. Yeah.
Ah. Oh no.
No,
That's such a shame.
no, it's
So-
not. You want blood? You're out for
Yeah, I
blood.
really do. So, hold up, I wrote this down. Right, so I do, that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus, sorry,
Take your time. It's all good.
Maths is hard.
that is, initially, that is 19 points of slashing damage.
Is that so?
plus-
That's. Mhm.
So 19 points of slashing damage.
Is that doubled for the critical?
So
since you crit at 19?
crit
I
is
haven't-
max,
I haven't-
yeah?
Crit is max, so I'll add that in a
That's
second.
how we, yeah. That's how we
Okay.
see.
16 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
So
So 19,
another-
then 16.
Then 12 slashing and 12 necrotic damage, and then brutal critical,
Hold on. So 19, 16, then
I'm adding.
12.
19, 16,
Oh.
12,
and then 12 and 12. Are you immune to
Nine so
necrotic
far.
damage at all?
No.
Okay, perfect. It's just all of that damage. And then 12 for critical, which is, I rolled really badly. That's only 10. And then another one for savage attack, because I'm a half orc. Oh, that's a 10.
Oh, God. And what was, okay, so. what
79
was
points of damage.
79. Okay.
Oh,
So, I was,
is that the total?
so what should my HP be at right now? Because I have 54 right now.
79. So you should be at 42, according to what I've
42.
got.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I missed a 12. That's 12. That's fine. Because I missed one of the numbers.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, second attack, reckless.
Yeah. You're going to knock. Yeah. I'm just going to
That
walk.
is,
That's fine. Yeah,
that is
I'm walking.
17
That's
plus
fine.
15.
What was that? No,
17
that's,
plus
yeah,
15.
Poor
that's
Nicholas.
fair.
So you
Poor
take
Nicholas.
Yeah. Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 23 points of 23 points of total damage.
23 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
Is that
you're
it?
still up.
That's my turn.
You're still up.
That I'm still standing.
Yep.
Not for long.
You're still standing.
I'm still standing. Okay. That's
Whew.
fine.
That
is fine.
that happened. All right, cool.
That is fine. That's fine.
Okay,
I
that's
got
you, Komi.
stuff.
You're done.
That's me done.
All right,
All right, cool.
Stuzor.
All right.
Top
Can
me
I
for
see
6 more points.
Briziara?
Down.
Yeah, but she,
Briziara?
presumably she's floating above the lava. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I take fire damage at the beginning of my turn because I'm still on fire.
Oh yeah, you are
Yep.
too.
I'm not allowed to do
Yeah.
anything about that yet.
Yeah, that's 6 points of fire damage.
All right.
That's
Let's see. Close enough that I could be able to get to her without getting in the lava.
Probably not quite, unfortunately, because she's right up against that wall because she just got pushed in. So
I
I would
wasn't sure
say,
if I stood right on the corner there.
yeah, I
at
would
the
say,
edge,
hang on, let's do this. So I would say she's probably like there. So you could get to, where are you? Stuzor. You could get to there. So unless you have reach, I'd say you can't actually hit her. You're not quite on top of her.
Gotcha. Which I do not. So, I'm going to I'll move my spiritual weapon over there.
Okay, so you want to stay where you were
Um,
and just move your weapon?
let's move a little closer to the edge to where if she were to get close enough to
Right, you could
where I
hit
can get her, I'll take a swing at her.
her. Okay. And then you want your spiritual weapon right on top of her.
Yes. And I will try and attack with the spiritual weapon.
Cool.
which is going to be... Find spiritual weapon first. So many spells. Well, that's a 19 on the dice, so that's probably gonna...
Yep.
All right, so
Fire
that is going to
weapons
be...
don't exactly have a lot of armor on them.
Yeah. So that will be 7 points of force damage.
7.
Okay.
7.
All right.
And then...
I'm gonna go ahead and make my concentration check for my call lightning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and not 20, so
I think you're good.
yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
slightly a waste of a natural 20, but you know, I won't complain.
Stuzor, you got anything else?
I'm just gonna hold my action and see if she comes within range of me. I'm gonna swing.
All right. So it's just an attack that you're holding.
Yes.
Cool. Sweet. All right.
Right.
Nicholas, that brings us to you.
Well,
Oh
wait,
no,
the
it
snake
doesn't.
goes
It
before
brings
the
us to
snake's
the
turn.
snake. My bad.
Yeah.
What is the snake doing?
How far is the snake from Komi and Nick?
I would say that's about 30 feet. 5, 10, 15. No, 20 feet.
Excellent.
20 feet. Oh, that's suddenly really
It's
loud.
perfect.
Isn't it?
The snake is going to go up to Komi,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to constrict her,
All right.
or at least try to. Let's see,
Yeah.
that'll be a 25.
Oh, just hits, yeah.
All right, not much damage, but
Presumably she is restrained or something.
she's
Grappled and
she is
restrained.
grappled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's only going to be, let's see, 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, 7, you mean?
Because
I
rage,
too.
yeah.
Because rage, yeah.
Raging, raging, yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you are considered grappled and
Grappled.
restrained.
Cool.
Okay.
Does the snake have specifics about how she can break out of that, or is it just a strength contest?
Oh, super easy. It's a strength contest,
Okay.
but the DC is 16. So
Alright. Just sweet.
Yeah, I think I'm going to really struggle with that.
There's probably an action to do so.
I would assume
it
so.
is.
Yeah.
Someone
It will
caught
be.
on to the strategy.
Yeah. All right. What else? And that's all the snake can do right now, I assume.
That's all it can do.
Cool. Nicholas, you're up.
Okay, quick question. With the barb constricted now, would they get an attack of opportunity if I
No.
were to move at all?
Really?
No.
Yeah,
Even though
with
you're
restrained.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't
Perfect.
prevent you from taking attacks
This is
opportunity,
a-
your range
Okay.
This is
zero.
This is going to
Alright.
be. I told you I'm going to be annoying as you try to kill me. I'm using my 9th level spell to cast Heal, which heals me 100 hit points.
nice.
Very
Cool.
nice.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa.
This is-
Heal and sorry, Cure Wounds isn't a bonus action. They're 2 actions.
No, but
Okay,
it is an action.
we're
What-
house
what-
ruling
sorry,
it
sorry,
that
healing
you're
word,
allowed to
healing word.
cast.
I meant to say Healing Word, not Cure Wounds. I
Okay.
meant to say Healing
Yeah,
Word.
Alright.
Merciful
Sorry.
rules. It's still
Meant
action
to
and
be
bonus
Healing Word.
action.
Yeah.
Alright.
I confused the two for whatever reason.
Yep.
I
So how
confuse
much is
spells
that?
easily. That is, let's see, at 2nd level, that is going to be, that's going to be 2d4 plus spellcasting modifier. So that's going to be, oh, okay. That is an additional 17 healing.
Cool.
And, oh, cool. And I'm going to use my action, or not my action, my movement to get the fuck away from the barbarian. I'm going to go, gosh, which way do I want to go? I'm going to go towards the lava.
Towards the lava.
Yeah, in that, like, kind of in a diagonal. So I'm
Like-
not, like, at the lava, but, like, kind of in that direction generally.
So like there?
Yeah,
I
kind of like
assume
right
you have
there.
30 feet of movement?
Yes, I want to say it's 30 feet. Let me confirm with you. 30 feet of movement, yeah.
Yep. So roughly there.
Okay, I'm taking my attack action.
Yep.
Oh, that's a natural 1, mate.
Oh!
Oh, I told you I'd be annoying trying to
The
kill
bard
me.
is still in the game.
Oh, oh, that was scary.
Does the
That
spiritual
scared
weapon
the-
get an attack of opportunity
Yeah, it does the spiritual. I
at
think
level
maybe.
20? I don't think so,
I don't
right?
think so.
No, they
No,
don't.
I didn't
Don't
think so,
think
but
so,
I thought
no.
I'd ask the question.
Might as well just yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I can breathe for a quick moment.
Have I
before-
put you in the right place, Nicholas?
Yes,
Cool.
you are. You got me in a
Awesome.
perfect spot. Thank you.
Okay. That's Nicholas.
I burned my
Jin.
max level, but I needed that.
All right, I would like to cast Firestorm. I get 10 10-foot cubes, and I think
Oh
I
my
might
God.
be able to hit everyone but Briziara.
Does this
Briziara, we don't
remove
hit anyway.
your lightning thing?
It is not a concentration.
It's not a
spell, so
concentration
no,
spell?
it's not.
Okay.
So I get 10 10-foot cubes, so I kind of want to try and hit basically everyone except
would-
Briziara.
I would
He's
say
currently a
you-
fire elemental.
Yeah, I would say you can do that.
Alright, so everyone but Briziara needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save.
Dexterity.
I'm just chilling on the lava.
Dexterity. Oh. Oh.
Nice. Nice. I like that. I like that. Cool. 29.
That's a success.
21.
27.
21 is a success. What would you say, 27? That's a success.
27.
too. Yep. And what did
Komi?
Komi get?
Does the snake have to roll as well?
Yes, the snake has
Snake
to
would
roll
do.
as well.
22.
Alright, you guys will succeed.
One. You're gonna kill the snake.
So on 2010,
Nice.
I rolled 47. So the snake takes 47 points of fire damage, and everyone else takes 23.
Alright.
Well, what's half of
47.
23? Because I'm. So that's fire, right?
Yeah,
What's
so it'll
half of
be
20?
11
What's
for
half of-
you.
So 11 for me, yeah. Because
So-
tieflings.
11.
That's fine.
20. What did you say? 23, right?
23, yeah.
For
Because the full
Stuzor.
damage was 47.
And 23 for Komi. So that is 23 plus 23 plus 23 plus 11 plus. What was the big one? 20, 40,
47.
47. Because the
It's
damage
still
you
there.
damage you
It's
do
the
might
snake.
count at the end.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like, we're bringing up the big guns.
Yeah.
And then Jin's just gonna move like just a little bit further back against the wall. She
Okay.
doesn't care if it pushes her forward, but she
man.
just wants to be as far back as she can. Because that looks
Oh.
like one angry barbarian.
Can
And that's
confirm.
her
Is one angry barbarian. Can
Alright.
confirm.
Alright, if you need to roll concentration spells for things, please do that now. Spiritual weapons? Concentration?
Spiritual weapon's not
I
concentration,
thought it
but
was.
element
Alright.
weapon is.
Alright.
And my I'm above the damage or below the damage threshold for it to even have to roll. So
Okay. Cool.
But that was still a lot of damage.
That was a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, that's you, is it?
That is me. I am all done.
Briziara.
Okay, just quick clarification.
Oh,
Can
wait,
can we-
before you go,
Oh, good.
because my timer just went off again.
So
Oh,
Jin
sort
moves
of a-
back and then gets shoved forward again.
Yep.
Go for it. Oh, I'm living for this. It's so good.
Oh no.
So, that means Briziara is being shoved into Stuzor's range, which means that held action
Oh man.
can happen.
Oh.
And
That
Jin
is
is
going
also
to
being
be
shoved forward. And so is
a
Gundage.
21 hit.
Yep. You take
So
6 more points of fire damage.
all right. And let's see. Lots of dice again.
There was 6 points of fire damage?
Yes.
You take 33 points of damage.
33.
3-3.
Okay. All right.
And are you concentrating on anything?
Yep. But luckily, I have advantage because I have Warcaster.
Excellent fate.
Let's see here. That is wow. I rolled the same number twice. I don't remember what my Constitution is, so let me double check that.
Look that up.
Yeah. That would be 14. So half the damage
33.
of
Need
my
to beat
fire.
6.
Yeah, it failed.
It fails.
Yep.
So you are no longer a fire elemental?
No, I'm still the fire elemental, but I lose call lightning.
Oh right, sorry. Sorry. Yep. Cool.
My
No more
storm
no more
once
storm.
again.
Only one storm now,
my
not
storm,
two. Alright. And now it is your turn, Briziara.
All right. So, let's see here. All right, that changes things. Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is get out of the lava,
Cool.
because
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will. Do I have question of clarification? Since wild shape is a bonus action and I have infinite wild shapes, can I just bonus action into a new form? Or do I have to revert form and then go into a new form?
I would say you're a level 20 druid. You can probably just go from shape to shape. I don't know what the official
Okay.
ruling is, but that makes sense to me, so let's go
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that's how I play, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense in my head.
All right, so I'm gonna turn into a pterodon.
Cool.
Yep, tiny little dinosaur with a fly speed of 60 feet.
Mhm.
And I am going to flippity flap away because, I keep getting hit, and I don't
Alright.
like that.
He will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Will not, because the pterodons don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh, that's useful. What is a
I have to
pterodon?
use my reaction for held action, so
What is a pterodon's?
13 hit points. They're not very strong, but they can get me away.
Fair enough. Where are you going?
Kind of a little bit down, but more towards like the center area so that I don't keep getting shoved by the wall.
Like there? How far do you want to go?
Yeah. Well, I have 60 feet, so
So you can get all the way across if you want. So where do you want to go?
okay, I'll just go a little bit further down.
Like there?
Yeah, perfect. I'm
Cool.
not near any people or anything, so and then for my action, I am going to cast, let's see here. I am going to use, where is it? You know what? I'm just going to cast Call Lightning again because I can. So,
You.
but,
Oh yes. Okay. Yep.
so, yeah, I'll do that at 5th level again because it works.
Cool.
And then I will bring it down onto Nicholas. Sorry.
So what do I gotta do? No, don't. I want to say, don't be sorry. We're trying to kill each other. So that's-
I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
No,
taking any of this personally. It's a lot of fun.
All
All
right.
right. So what do I gotta do with Call Lightning now?
Dexterity
Dex
saving
save.
throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Nice. 24.
She recast it,
that-
Elvis. Sorry, I had that same thought process. You recast it, right? Because you lost it originally, but you recast it. Yep.
Recast
Yes.
it, yeah. So that's a 24.
Okay, yeah, that's saves, so you'll take half damage. And doing the math. 19, 21, 30. 33 points of lightning damage halved
Halved.
to Yeah, so
16.
16.
16?
16.
Okay, 16. You got it. Got it. Cool.
And that is, and I'm going to stay hovering. I'm not going to stay on the ground, so I'm going to be like 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And
Cool.
that is my
So
turn.
there's a little pterodon flapping there.
Just like
That just zapped me with lightning. Cool. Good to
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Awesome.
Alrighty. Cool. That brings us back to the top. Gundage. You just
Alright.
got pushed by a wall.
Bonus action.
Oof.
So for my bonus action, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon on Komi.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 11, 28.
Yeah, that hits.
Right. It's going to. It's only going to be 14 points of force damage.
So that's halved?
No.
No, not force. Okay. Cool.
And then I'm going to cast my 9th level spell. I'm going
Bringing
to
up the
also cast Call Lightning,
Oh.
hey.
since
Get
there's already a storm going on. And I am going to. Oh man, how do I say this? I am going.
There's a lot of lightning going on.
There
Yeah.
is. I'm going to call it down on Nikolas,
Okay.
and
cool.
I'm going to channel divinity
Okay. Cool.
as a
Yeah.
tempest cleric. That will be 100 points of lightning damage.
The cleric's gonna knock me out. Cool. So
100
that's just 100
points.
straight,
That's just
right?
boom,
That's just
100.
straight, right?
100 points.
I mean, you still get to make your
Yep.
dig save.
You do a save. It's a deck save.
Ah, okay.
Natural 20, so that's 30.
Whew.
Nice.
So that's 50
you'll
points of
take-
damage.
50 points of lightning damage.
I'm down. I'm the first one out.
No, you're not. Why are you down? That's not what mine shows. You healed the crap out of yourself.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought the 50 was on top of the 100.
No, the 50 is instead of the 100.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I was like, okay, all right.
Because
okay.
you saved.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I thought it was like 150 points of damage, so
No,
I'm like, I'm out.
No.
Okay, all right.
And anyway,
Cool,
that
cool.
level of damage, the Bellatrix would have something to say about. Because she likes things to be sporting.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, that's you, is it? You're not moving?
That's that. Oh man. I will move about 10 feet, slightly southeast.
So like
Just a
there-ish?
little bit away from the wall. Delay.
Yeah, I know there's a delay, but does that look right?
Yeah, that's good. That looked right.
Alrighty. Cool. That brings us to Komi.
I'm not gonna lie, this snake is really fucking me off. So I'm gonna stab it.
You're gonna
I'm
stab
gonna
it.
slash at it. Okay, that's a 3, but plus 15 is an 18. I think it's got 12 AC, is that
it
right?
does. That's gonna hit the snake.
12.
So,
It's already being burnt to a crisp
Yep.
as well.
yeah.
It doesn't have
Yeah.
much left.
I'm planning on it being obliterated. I'm not going to lie. Divine Fury, Blood Axe because it's not a Narcotico Undead. Is it resistant to anything at all? A snake?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, perfect.
No.
So that is 12, 13, plus 33, 26 points of, plus 23, 36 points of bludgeoning, of slashing and necrotic damage.
Yeah, that's a dead snake.
Perfect, okay, so
Right,
I'm
yeah,
going
it just-
to
So what
assume
it does
that I'm no
is
longer
it forms back
grappled.
into a staff and just explodes.
Yeah. You are no longer grappled because there is no longer a
Oh.
snake. In fact, I'm going to remove
well,
the
that's-
snake from the board. I will say that killing the snake does not count as a killing blow. You have to kill the other players for that to count as a killing
Yeah, no,
blow.
that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That bard's still there.
He's not the one that fucking sent a snake on you, though. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, but he's looking real rough. So I'm going to run over to the bard, brandishing my axe, snarling incredibly, and try and, maybe take his head off. I literally rolled a 2 and a 1. I have a plus 15 to hit. Does a 17 hit you?
Nope.
There you go.
You are distracted by the snake experience, and
Yeah.
he just dodges out of your way.
Okay. All right. But I have an
You
idea
are
of my-
you do not deserve to still be alive, and yet here you are.
No, I escaped death more than I should. I shouldn't be here right now.
The rage is
I
building.
really.
Lucky farted.
I'm impressed. I was like a bard.
lost it. Yeah. I told you I was gonna be annoying to kill. So.
Love it. Is that you, Komi? You're done?
Yes.
Cool. Stuzor. He's a lucky
All
little
right,
fucker, I agree.
Yeah. I do not deserve to be alive right now.
How high up is Briziara?
10 feet.
10 feet?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Small flapping lizard.
Just tooting along, just chilling out.
All right. I'm gonna have you make a dex save. 16. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame at you.
Fair enough.
I'm assuming you're within 60 feet.
Oh yeah, easily. The arena isn't even 60 feet anymore, so it started at 60 feet across. 18?
18. Yeah, 18 meets my dex.
Saves,
So
yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
So is that 0 damage then? There's no.
that's 0 damage on the
is there?
Sacred
No.
Flame.
Cool. So you managed to. There's like this bolt of flame, and you just see the little lizard go, whoo, and like dodge above it as it goes underneath.
And then as a bonus action, I just want to move my spiritual weapon 20 foot towards people.
All right. Which person would you like to move it towards? Any particular direction?
Let's go towards the bard and the barbarian.
So it's about there. It's hovering above the lava at the moment.
That works.
Cool.
Out of
All right.
curiosity, what is that thing in the middle of the lava there?
It's a platform, so you could, in theory, jump
Okay.
into that space without landing in the lava. It's a
In-
platform that's like much like the platforms you entered on. It's about 10 feet above. All
Wasn't
right.
sure if it was like a little volcano.
No. Although that's a good idea. Maybe next time. All right, that's you, is it?
That's me.
Cool. Nikolas, you're up.
So much to do. So much to see.
So little
Do
time.
I be super annoying with this? I think I might be super annoying. Cool. Because if I do that, I don't have anything else I could do from the bonus action. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to use one of my 7th level spells to, once again, cast Heal. That'll be 80 points of healing.
Jeez. Fair enough. 80. Heal.
80.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I got a barbarian in my face, and I'm going to take an attack of opportunity as I fucking book it away from the barbarian.
So you're
I'm
running
gonna
again.
Take that. I'm running.
Where are you running?
I'm running. What would that be? Southeast.
Like that way?
When Twitch Delay decides to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That's perfect. That is
Cool.
perfect. And then go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity.
I love the fact.
23.
23.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead. Go ahead and give me that beautiful damage. Do it.
Ooh.
Oh no.
12, 16. 16 plus 6 is
22.
32. 22 plus 13.
It'd be 35.
35. Yeah, 35 points of slashing and necrotic damage.
So that's all that combined. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
Cool.
Alrighty.
That's you, is it?
Nice.
You have a bonus action, I think.
I do have a bonus action. I'll use a 3rd level healing word.
Okay.
I'm just kind of singing to myself, everything's great. Yeah. So that is 3. Especially after that hit. Yeah. All right. So that's 16.
16.
16 heal. Perfect.
Cool. That takes you to 120 according to my gadget.
Yep, 120.
All right. You are annoying and hard to kill.
I had told you.
I just love this idea
That's
of
my-
this like orcish woman with a bloody butcher apron, literally running around this arena, chasing after this tiefling who just keeps going and running away again.
I just can't help it. I really fucking hate bards. Really fucking hate bards.
Meanwhile, Nikolas hears that and is just like, I think she likes me. I know she doesn't.
Awesome. That brings us to Jin.
Alrighty. It worked last time, so I'm going to cast Firestorm again.
Okay.
I don't know if I can get everyone this time though.
10-foot cube. How many do you have?
10-foot cubes.
I mean,
10 of them.
there are only 6 of them on the board, so you can get everyone.
That's true. It's hard to
Yeah.
say. So yeah, everyone then.
Yep.
Alright, so I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
How high is it? Does it still hit me?
They're 10 foot on every side.
So if you're
So that will hit
10
you if you're
feet
10 feet
above
up.
the ground.
And I can as long as they're like half touching, I can move it up slightly and then.
I was
bring
going to
it
say,
down.
can you elevate it? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
then
can
yes.
put them
she
anywhere
can
in
hit you.
space.
Yep.
25.
19.
21.
Dexterous as fuck. 20.
All right, anyone that got a 20 or above succeeded. DC 20.
All right, cool. I take the full damage. Let's go.
All right, I'm
Give me
just
that
making
damage.
sure I got the right number of dice
but-
in my hand.
But it's still halved because
Yeah, you still
fire
take
is
half.
tiefling.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
that was not as good as last time. 10, 17, 20, 27, 33, 35,
35. So half
Yeah.
of
That'd be what's
35.
17.
17.
Yeah. And that's everyone, right? Did anyone fail?
Me.
I was the one
got
that failed. I say
Yeah, but
I
you-
failed at
yeah.
19. I failed at 19, but I took half because tiefling
All right,
has
so then
resistance to fire.
35 to Briziara and 17 to everyone else, I think.
Okay, so let's see. That definitely eliminates my pterodon
Yep.
form.
You're no longer.
And then
Oh, do you
Briziara
fall?
takes the rest of it.
Yeah.
She would.
Yes,
Do
I
you
would.
fall?
Does
Oh,
she take
no.
full
Yes.
damage?
Yeah, but it's a
Oh,
10-foot fall,
shit.
and I would assume that as a level 20 druid, she's capable of like dropping from a flying thing onto her feet. Well, let's for fun do a athletics check. Let's see.
Athletics. It can't be like acrobatics.
Yeah.
It can be acrobatics. I'm good with that.
There it is.
That's much
Yeah,
better.
There it is.
Okay, that is a 18.
Yeah, she falls fine. She lands on her feet.
That's fine.
If you'd rolled a nat 1 on that, that would have been funny.
So, as a point of order, I didn't take the fire damage because I'm still on fire at the top of my turn. So
Oh, that's
whatever
true.
that would be.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so you want to roll for his last fire damage.
Yes. Did forget about that. That is
Thank
a
you.
5.
5.
All right.
Cool. That's you, Jin?
Not quite.
Oh.
I would like to use my bonus action to change form.
Okay.
I would like to turn into an air elemental.
Alright.
And
Cool.
then kind of just go about 15 feet up.
Into the air or?
Yeah, into the air.
So you're still against the wall though?
And she'll move, you've got flight speed of 90 feet, she'll move like 15 feet forward and 15 feet up.
Okay. That'll take you to the end of the platform basically.
Okay. And she now has 90 hit points as a air elemental.
Oh, that's a good point. Anyone got any concentration spells up? Who just took fire damage?
Yeah.
I don't-
I do.
Can you do the
let's
requisite
see.
check, please? Thanks, tree throw.
I took
I forgot about
14 points of damage. Yeah, that's a 19.
Okay, sweet.
I
Oh,
found
look
mine
at that.
again, so no more lightning cloud for me again.
No more lightning cloud for you again. Is that the end of your turn, Jin?
Now it is, yes.
All right. At that point, this is going to move in again.
There it is.
Oh,
So Stuzor is going to be pushed into the arena.
Again. That's great. I love it.
Glad I moved.
We
it
have the Barb and the Bard fucking minstrel show going on the one side, and
Yeah.
the consistent pushing of a druid on the other side. It's pretty great.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Does the ceiling look like it's coming down as the arena's shrinking?
Not well. I feel like no, because it would. The audience still has to be able to see. We'll see what happens
Or
if
is it
anyone.
like a magical wall?
If anyone. I mean, I'm gonna say that the cloud maybe is getting a bit lower down each time. The cloud of lightning. All right. That brings us to Briziara.
Okay. For my bonus action, I am going to, well, how far am I from Jin?
Like 15 feet at this stage.
Oh, okay.
She's
Yeah.
also up in the air.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
alright,
She's
not a
she's
problem.
so like 15 feet, but then she's also 15 feet in the air.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn into a Spinosaurus.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
That's cool.
All right.
Dinosaur nerd growing up, so
Nice.
comes into use
Love it.
now. And I will go up to her because it's considered a gargantuan beast, so I'm pretty sure I'm tall enough to bite at her.
Okay. How
Uh,
gargantuan? Yeah, I assume gargantuan is
Mm.
15 up.
yeah, I think it's like,
I think
think
it's
they're like 20.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you can
It's like a
definitely
Size of an ancient
bite at
dragon.
her. I loved
Alright,
the moment when Megan emailed me and said, "So I've got some custom beast shapes that I like to do," and I was like, "Oh yeah, send them through." And I was like, "They're all fucking dinosaurs. This is amazing."
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yep.
Yes, go.
The
Do
fiercest
do
stego.
do
Alright.
your dino bite.
Okay.
You will have
I know by-
disadvantage because of my preparatory spell.
Okay.
Did you say she will have advantage?
You will have disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Okay.
What was your preparatory spell?
It was foresight.
Oh, very. I almost did that, but I decided not to. That's
Cool.
not gonna hit. That's an 8, but I get a multi-attack, so I'm going to try with my claws this time.
Okay.
And still a disadvantage.
Mhm.
Okay.
Every attack.
Look at that. That's another 2, so that's another 8. So that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
I'm
Oh, no.
balancing like my dice tonight. None of them are
Snapping
rolling
at
well.
this air elemental with your dinosaur.
It kind of
Yeah.
like
This is what you're
splits
seeing.
apart
You're
and then
seeing
reforms.
a stego. What is it? A stego? Say, tell me again.
Dinosaur.
Spinosaur. I was imagining a stegosaurus in my brain.
No, it's more like a big T-Rex.
Ah, okay.
Similar, but it's got
Cool.
slightly longer arms and a big spine on its back.
Cool. Snapping at an air elemental and not connecting. Good stuff. Cool. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. By the
Alright.
way, the Spinosaurus has 100 hit points.
Oh, yes. Good point. All right. Oh, the snake is dead. Sorry.
The snake is dead.
That snake is
it's
dead.
very dead.
That was shit.
That brings us to Gundage.
Gundage is going to.
Hey, quick question. Quick
Move
question.
about-
What's the hour time limit at right now?
55 seconds.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I just remembered. I'm
So,
like,
I-
an hour. Yeah.
So we'll see how fast Gundage moves.
What?
Yeah. Quick turn, buddy. Let's go.
I'm gonna move. I'm trying. Stop talking. I'm gonna move right under my spiritual weapon.
This one's your one, eh?
The sword,
Yep.
not the one in the lava.
Yep.
I am going to cast my level 9 Call Lightning down right on both of the druids.
Oh yeah.
And I'll use my second. Channel Divinity to make it 100 points or 50 for a save.
Okay.
Okay.
Because they're both in forms.
What is your spell save DC?
19.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bull,
I'm a big
no.
dinosaur. I'm not a very dexterous creature, but let's see if I get lucky.
I rolled a 7 plus 3, but a 7.
I rolled 5 plus 1, so 6.
So they
Alright,
both
but
take
as a
100
paralytic
points of
spell,
damage.
I have resistance to
Damn.
lightning damage because I saw this coming. So I take 50.
So 50.
Yeah.
Briziara,
Alright, so
you
that's-
take the full 100, yes?
Yep, and that's exactly what is needed to get rid of my Spinosaurus
Yep.
form. So
Ooh.
I'm just me now.
So Jin takes 50. And at that moment, as the lightning strikes them and they take the damage, is that the end of your turn, Gundage? You're not going to do anything else?
I do have a bonus action.
Alright, what do you want to do for your bonus action? Let's just get your turn over so that we don't
I was going
get
to
confused.
send
Yeah.
my bonus action is going to send my spiritual weapon to Komi and make an attack of 25.
Yep, that hits.
10 points of force damage.
Okay.
Because I can't roll for shite.
10 points of damage.
All good.
You take full force damage, don't you?
Yeah.
Komi? Yep. Alright. And that's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, so at that moment, just as the crowd sees this bolt of lightning come out of the sky on the two druids, watch the dinosaur turn back into a person, the spiritual weapon goes and smacks the barb, the whole arena freezes. And the face of the Master of Games appears and says, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, isn't this an astonishing little contest? It's very exciting, but you know what you all need? You all need some snacks. Please remember to visit our refreshment stands at the entrances of each aisle that you are sitting on, and make sure that you have enough delicious things and drinks to get yourselves through the next exciting installment of this game." And the arena stays frozen for 20 minutes while all the crowd and whatnot go and get their refreshments and have bathroom breaks, and so do the humans playing these people. So
Thank
we
you. I
will
was
take
about
a
to
20-minute
use the
break
restroom. Yeah.
and be back in roughly 20 minutes from now and pick up where we left off. This is great fun. I'm enjoying
Thank you,
myself. I
20.
hope you're enjoying yourself. You're all
I'm having a
alive
blast.
halfway through, which is quite
I'm having a
impressive,
blast.
Nicholas.
I should not
Nicholas.
be a-
Give it
I
time.
should not
Give
be-
it time. Absolutely give it time.
I know.
I
Honestly,
don't
I
think
think
Nicholas is gonna
yeah,
survive
I got
the
my
next round.
We
I think
will-
I got my strategy for the second half, and it's been like, if I'm going down, you motherfuckers are going down too. So it's gonna be fun.
All right, we will be back in
Yeah.
20 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. Hello, humans, and other things that are not human. That greeting doesn't work so well when you're playing D&D.
Hi.
Welcome back. Before we dive back in, I want to just do a few little thanks and announcements and stuff. This contest has prizes thanks to my fellow moderators in Critter Gifting. Sean Alley, who's one of the moderators there and is also an amazing artist, will be giving the first prize winner a commission for a bust of their character that she will draw for you. Or any other character, doesn't have to be this character, it can be any character. And Chelsea has also, who is also a moderator in Critter Gifting, has donated a voucher for dice. So you will get dice to go with your character. And second place is gonna get some of Adam's jewelry, or possibly a dice bag. I don't remember. Adam, please remind me. I think it was jewelry. So you can get some awesome chainmail stuff from him. So yeah, big thanks to those people for bringing the dice bag. There we go. He said dice bag. You get a dice bag, chainmail dice bag. So yeah, big thanks to all of you for donating those things. Also thanks to Justin for doing the voiceover of our little ad that we put on the internet yesterday. Hopefully some of you saw it. It was great fun to make. And he did an awesome job doing a little like announcement voiceover thing. Yeah, that's you for that. So thanks very much. Also thanks to you Six for being here and dealing with my extremely loose and fast approach to D&D rules, where I'm always like, what's going to make the story more interesting? That's what we're doing. Yeah. And of course, to everybody watching, thank you for being here with us. This is way more fun when the rest of you are also here with us, cheering on and in some cases cursing the characters. So yeah, you all rock. Thank you for rocking. All right. So we're gonna basically pick up exactly where we left off. Essentially, once everybody's sitting back down, they've got their snacks, they've got their drinks, the giant disembodied head of the Master of Games appears above the arena and goes, all right, is everybody ready for yet another hour of mayhem and torture and blood and gore and apparently a lot of lightning? Let's roll right in again. And we're going to start the timers, and go from where we were, which means we're starting with Komi.
Bud!
Get the fuck on. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I'm gonna run forward to the bard and attack him, and I've just rolled a natural 20. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
So sorry.
Yes.
You made it to the second half, Nick.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. Don't go. Hey,
to be fair, that's literally my first natural 20 of the night. It's not of my first
fair.
crit, but
that is
you always did it on initiative.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, now you're gonna
hang on. Right. Okay. Let's just pick up all the dice and roll them all together at the same time, because that's
just roll
fun.
it all at the same time so I can just add everything together.
4. Right, so it's 2d6 and 1, 2, 3, 5d12. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a crit.
Christ.
Okay. Right, so that is 2, 5, 27, 34 plus all of the stuff. Wait, this is without the critical. So 34 plus 24, so 58 plus 13. 58 plus 13 is 60, 71 plus another 10, 81 points of damage.
81 on that
Jesus.
one. Cool.
That's the
Attack
first
2.
one.
That was the first
Attack
hit.
2,
Cool.
reckless. That is a 17 plus 15 to hit.
Yeah. Make this okay. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Make this really cool because you're about to kill me. Make this so fucking cool, please, please.
What happens if I roll 2 1s? I didn't. Another 28 points of damage as I bring my axe right down
He's
in.
gone, baby.
I think that's it.
Nicholas is dead.
I think that's it.
I bring my axe
I am
right
out.
down into that section that you left open to show a bit of chest hair. I'm like,
Okay.
silly bard, you've got to wear all of your armor. That's my turn.
All right, Nicholas.
And I gain 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for a kill. Is that a
If you go down, yeah. For
wow.
Oh,
going
I'm
down.
pretty sure he's here. He's down. He's done.
I'm dead. I'm out.
Nicholas, you were extremely annoying and delightful. Thank you for playing. You are now dead.
I got, you know what? As she slices it down, in my, like, before I go out, I was like, I hate drunken beds.
I love it. All right, if you're
and
in the...
it's like, fair enough. And he's dead.
Yeah.
Camera
As you...
off.
Yep. As you all watch Nicholas just fall, and as he hits the ground, his body just
F's
evaporates.
in chat, boys. F's in chat.
Evaporates.
But, well, you know
No
what?
more
As
Nicholas.
a player, well fucking played.
Nice work.
That was so fun.
All
I'm
right.
now going to play the part of the crowd. I will cheer and jeer and boo as everything happens.
That sounds good. Komi, is
Fun.
that your turn?
Yeah, I mean,
mission accomplished, right?
Looking
You
at
did it.
everyone around me. Well, I mean, there's still 4 to go.
Well.
Looking at everyone around me, I'm fine.
You're good? All right.
That's
That
my turn.
That brings us to Stuzor. That puts Komi at 1 killing blow, which means if there is a tie, she's currently in the lead. Stuzor.
All right, so seeing what everybody else has done with the Call Lightning, I think I'm going to go ahead and give that a go too. And I'm going to cast Call Lightning
What
at
is with all this lightning, you guys?
6th level.
All right.
The crowd's just like their hair standing up because of all the static
Yep.
electricity at this point.
All right.
And
So that's
we've determined
Dex.
that if we're using the existing storm, that gets
Correct.
the extra damage die.
Correct.
All right. Then I'm also going to use my Channel Divinity as a Tempest Cleric and just do max damage on that.
Okay.
So that is 70 damage targeted at the 2 druids.
Okay.
We're not within 5 feet of each other.
Oh, you're 15 feet in the air. You're right.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Does it
Well, then I'm
still
going
count
after.
if it's striking down next to you?
I would.
How would that work? Because the lightning bolt's coming down.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're calling it from above, the 15 feet from the ground to where you are doesn't. It's 15 feet like this. So the lightning bolt would come down and hit both of you, I would say.
Okay.
All right. And then that is
I think if it was a horizontal kind of
16
thing, then it would be
dex
different, but... What's that, sorry?
Hey, that's
That
natural
is a
one.
16
I get to
dex
re-roll. Oh, so much better. That is still not great. That's a 15.
That is an 18 for me. And because of my feat of Shield Master, I take no damage.
Oh, alright.
Alright,
So-
so how much
Oh,
damage
because
do
you're
I
not
take?
you're not in the spell kit right now.
Yeah.
So how much damage was it, did you say? The total?
That would be 70.
Alright, so I take 35. I'm still an elemental.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And is it an action
No.
to put myself out, or can I do that in a bonus action, or
It's an action.
what do I
which
need
by-
to do to put the fire out?
It's an action.
It's
which,
an
by
action
the
to
way,
put the fire out.
6 points of fire damage.
All right.
So, Jin,
Alright.
according to my calculations, you've just dropped out of your elemental form.
I have resistance to lightning damage. So I should be at 5 hit points in the elemental form.
Okay.
And I just rolled a natural 20 on my concentration check, so
Okay,
I think
good.
I've got that.
Cool. What was the fire damage, sorry?
6,
6.
I think.
Cool.
Sounds right.
That's on Stuzor. She's just whittling you
Then
away
I'm
with
going-
this fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to move my spiritual weapon towards. Let's go towards the other elf that's up in the top corner, all by them lonesome. So
Alright.
20 feet for my spiritual weapon.
I would say you can get to about there.
That's fine.
Maybe, not quite reach him, but very close.
I didn't
Alright.
expect to be able to reach him.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's your turn.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, Jin, you're up.
Alrighty, Jin is going to look down at Briziara down there and is going to cast Blight at 6th level.
Okay.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's one of my
Deadly.
favorite spells.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too.
Do I have enough d8s?
You don't
That's
have
just
enough
a mean
dice.
question.
They don't have enough dice for this. They don't have enough dice.
7, 8, 9.
Okay, that's really good. So, whew, that's a 21.
That succeeds. So 10d8 necrotic damage.
Jeez.
Alright. 7, 15, 20, 28, 30, 36.
Sorry,
40,
Sparrowhawk. I cast Blight on his
45,
pet wolf. and-
46.
How much, sorry?
46 points of necrotic
46.
damage, halved.
Halved.
So you take
so
23.
23.
Okay.
And then Jin is going to move. And she is going to move back towards that wall. She
Amazing.
loves walls, it seems.
Alright. And that's you?
1 second. And then she's going to kind of land and turn into an earth elemental.
Okay. What's the HP on an earth elemental?
126.
We know how this is going to end, this game.
I just want to say, I'm glad I'm dead. This isn't my problem anymore.
Jin has taken a single point of damage to her actual
Have
hit points.
fun.
Yep. Alright.
And that's her turn.
Okay, that brings us to Briziara.
Okay. So, how far am I from
Stuzor, I would say you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to return into a Spinosaurus.
Okay.
And with my 45 feet of movement, I will go right up to him.
Yep.
And I will make my multi-attack against him.
Okay.
So first is the bite. That is a not very good number. That's disappointing. That's only an 11. My dice are all being mean to me tonight.
I'm assuming
11
an
does not
11
hit there.
misses. Yeah.
Yes.
For a 19.
All right. And now I make the claw attack. And that is 19 to hit, actually.
19
So-
hits.
19 hits.
Yeah. Got a 13.
19
So,
hits.
okay. So, 2d8. 11. 15 points of slashing damage. And it counts as magical because I'm a high level druid.
Okay. 15.
And then for my bonus action, so are we doing that you can do bonus action, like low level spells as bonus actions, or does it have to be a bonus action spell?
It can be a low level spell.
Okay, perfect. So I am going to use poison spray.
What level is poison spray?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. Yep.
So I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
All right. 12 plus 16, so.
Oh yeah,
that's
you're fine.
Probably.
Yeah, so no damage. All right,
Cool. And that's you?
that's me.
Awesome. No, she can
how
wild
do you-
shape because she's a level 20 druid. That's just a thing she can just do. Sorry, I'm
It is a
responding to
bonus
chat.
action to wild shape, though, isn't it?
It
Is
is a
it?
bonus action to do a wild shape, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
As a
druid.
druid.
Oh, that's true.
It-
Oh,
Yes,
it's a
okay.
bonus-
Yeah, so
true.
then
It's
so then you
only
wouldn't have been
bad.
able to.
If
Yeah.
you circle, it's a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right.
lucky.
Never mind. It didn't do any damage
So out
anyway.
of
So.
curiosity,
Yes.
if I'm on fire and she hits me, does the fire spread? I don't know how that works.
Mm,
Does she
that's
catch on
not
fire?
like
I don't think so.
we're in the thing, but
All right.
I don't think so. Sorry. You're not like a
Alright.
flaming wall of fire like she was.
I'm just,
All right.
I've been on fire for about 30 seconds now.
You've been on fire for the entire thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fire just froze for 20 minutes while people had their snacks. Gundage, you're up.
All right. So for my bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet towards Jin. I'm gonna leave Komi alone for a hot moment.
Is yours the spear or the sword? The sword, right?
The sword.
Towards Jin.
Jin.
Is that what you said?
Straight
Yep.
path towards Jin.
20 feet.
20 feet.
That's as far as you can get.
And then I see two people within 5 feet of each other.
You
so
do.
I'm gonna call down my lightning.
Yep.
I'm going to roll this one. I'm
Ooh.
not going to use my.
Okay.
I'm not going to
Nice.
use my last one yet.
All right.
Fun.
So they need
Holy
to do a dex save. Is
shit.
that right?
Oh, that's a lot of zeros, guys.
Stuzor and
10,
Briziara.
20, 30,
Dex save.
40,
Yep.
50, 56,
That is
62,
that's a 6, which is on point for a dinosaur that big.
62, 68. That's going to be 71 points of lightning damage.
Whoa. Did
What
either of you
save?
save?
19.
I just saved with a 19.
You said 71?
So 35 for
So
you.
71 plus 35 is your... Oh, look at that.
No!
So
it wall time?
Stuzor takes 35. Briziara, sorry, takes 71.
Okay. At the ends, I mean, it's fine.
Oh, wait, I didn't put your Spinosaur on. What is your Spinosaur? Sorry.
100 hit points.
Okay.
So I'm down to 29 on the
Yep.
Spinosaurus.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't add that back when... Alright. Yeah, and the arena is going to get smaller. So... Both Jin and Stuzor are going to get shoved inwards.
Does he like get shoved into me and I can like?
No.
Okay. Just figured I'd try.
Worth a try, but no.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Gundage, is that your turn? You're done?
Aye, that's my turn.
Cool. Komi, you're up.
Okay.
I'm rooting for Komi now. I'm rooting for Komi. Let's go.
You're attached now that she killed you.
Is there,
I know,
another
I
half?
know.
Is there another half orc out here? There is, isn't there?
Yes,
That would be
Stuzor.
me.
Stuzor. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go to Gundage.
Do it.
Cool.
Oh man.
So you're going... Oh, crap. Sorry. You're going up here.
Yep.
Cool.
18 plus 15 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Are you resistant to anything, my lovely?
Am I? Just lightning.
Lightning.
Okay. You take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18 plus 18 plus 23 damage.
18 plus 23.
18 plus 23.
Yeah,
So
on the
that's
first hit.
41.
Thank you.
41.
21.
Second hit.
Jax, what do you have me as? My hit points reset themselves.
143. Like after that hit. 143.
Yeah, I didn't stand a chance.
Yep.
Holy fuck. Oh man.
Okay, second hit. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okie dokie. This is slightly less damage. 5, 9 plus 13. 22.
22.
22 points of damage.
Cool.
And as you do that, I need you to make a dex save for me,
Okie dokie. What are you doing?
as I am using my Wrath of the Storm reaction.
Okay. So I see that happening because I know what that is. That is a dex save. That is a 22.
That'll make it, so that's max. So that's 16 halved to 8 points of thunder damage.
Okie dokie.
8 points.
Fun.
And let me check one thing. And I said thunder, so that's never mind. Carry on.
Cool. That's you, Komi. You're all done?
2 hits. Still waiting. Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. Sweet. Stuzor. You have a dinosaur
All right.
attacking you.
I do.
Gargantuan one.
You're large. I wonder if I can make you bigger.
I am-
They're asking that in chat. I think I can. Hang on, let's see. How many? There we go.
Yeah. Let's do this.
That's cool. That's really
accurate.
cool. I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, good point. Concentration check, Gundage.
Concentration.
Oh, thank you. Concentration. Natural 20, which puts me at
You
concentration
should be fine with an natural
24.
Yeah.
How many natural 20s on the concentration checks are there? That's at least 3, right?
We've had a few, not to mention the 3
Yeah.
and the initiative rolls.
In the initiative too, yeah.
3 20s, 1 1 in the initiative.
Yeah,
Alright.
that was pretty great.
Where are we? Stuzor. What you doing?
All right. I am. I'm gonna swing at this giant dinosaur in front of me,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm going to do so recklessly.
Fair enough.
Or not recklessly. Great weapon. There we go. Right words. So that is 16 on the die plus stuff.
Yeah, that hits.
That'll be a That's like a 29.
Yeah, yeah.
It's probably
I
not
wish I could say
hard
that hit.
to hit a giant
26,
dinosaur.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that is 2d6. And because I can, I'm going to throw another smite in there with that,
Fair enough.
because I don't like the dinosaur in front of me.
Who can blame you?
The elf isn't much nicer.
Oh, that's all right. I'm a half-orc, I don't like elves.
She's sassing you.
Oh no.
Psychic damage. No, I'm kidding.
It's 10, 20, 30, 35, plus 17.
Do you need me to add for you?
2 points of damage.
How much?
I'm assuming you have no resistances to anything, right?
No.
What was the damage? Sorry.
52.
52.
52. Okay. All right. So
You're
I'm
not a
definitely out of
dinosaur
spite
anymore.
now. Yeah.
So now you're just an elf in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And we're gonna swing again.
Okay.
And that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
You might
because
take
I'm
the
a
druid
paladin,
out.
That's the
I would
crowd
like-
going, ooh.
So
And Divine Smite, there we are. Yes.
yeah, so that's 4 plus 11. Six.
Megan, I have you on 85. Is that right?
Me?
Yep.
I have me at 94.
Okay. I think I might have missed one of your wild shapes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So using another smite, that would be 54 damage, not including whatever the crit damage is. And you said that's just
The
max
crit damage
damage on.
is max of the dice. So whatever the damage whatever the damage dice is, it's the max of that. So if you're rolling d10s, it's a 10.
So, that's a lot of d8s. That is
It's a lot of damage.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's another 60 points of damage.
So what's the total?
Oh, shit.
Total. Yeah. If we're maxing out all those dice.
So what's the total
Because
of all of it together?
Wait, do you max
So-
all the dice, even the Divine Smite?
Yep, for a crit you
Fuck.
max all the dice.
Yep.
Yeah, on a
Okay.
crit, you would roll all the anything you roll would get doubled.
Yep.
So,
But we do it max because it just makes it that much more dramatic to get a crit.
Yeah.
So what's your
that would be
total damage?
114.
What?
114.
114.
Oh,
The druid's up.
damn.
Did we just lose a druid?
Yep.
Did I just kill a druid?
So Briziara,
I had
Welcome to
a
the
lot
afterlife.
on there, but
No.
wait,
Oh,
do I have
man.
any-
Wow.
I don't know if I have any things that is gonna let me bring me back from.
it
death,
only counts
but-
if you have something like Death Ward or something
Yeah,
that
that's-
auto brings you back. Otherwise, you're out.
Yeah, well, I was double checking that. I'm not actually sure. I don't remember what all features I picked. No, don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing anything like that on yours, I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Thank you
that's
so
Welcome
much
to the afterlife.
for
Welcome to the afterlife, my friend.
giving your life for the entertainment of the warrior.
Nice.
Don't go away. Just turn your camera off.
Nope, yep.
Yes.
Thank you, Briziara. You are done.
I can't believe you guys took out one of the druids. That's fucking
That's
insane.
pretty amazing. And that means that Stuzor now also has a killing blow.
That's
that
so
was
cool.
over 100 hit.
That was
like
That was a
points.
lot.
you were
In
friggin'
one
that
go.
crit
So
just
that,
yeah.
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
I mean, it was
Paladins with smites.
Nice.
by like
Divine
10
smite.
points
Yeah.
that I died, but
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. All right. You're still on fire. Oh, does the fire go away? Is he still on
still on
fire?
No, he's
Okay.
still on fire.
Take fire damage.
I love it. That's so good.
Yeah.
From the
that's true,
grave,
so
can
the-
you roll fire damage, please?
Yes.
Your
That's
clothes
5.
are on fire.
How much was it?
If I
You said 5?
If I end
5.
up killing him from the afterlife, do I still get a point?
Yes. But it won't
Alright,
count
so
because
good.
you won't be in the tie.
Oh, man,
Unfortunately.
that's
But you
Oh,
get to
that's
take the
beautiful.
point from whoever else would have killed him, I
it's
guess.
quite
Yeah.
literally a slow burn.
Yep.
So, like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
There
so
you go.
good.
Amazing.
So welcome to the
Farewell.
afterlife. How are you doing?
All right, that brings us to
Great.
Jin.
That just threw a wrench in my plans.
That's
Oh shit. Okay.
How much
Oh,
time
hold
is
on.
Can
left?
I move?
33 minutes.
Can I move so that I get Gundage and Komi in a line together?
What is your movement?
30 feet.
And you're an air elemental, so you can fly, right?
I am an earth elemental.
Oh,
so
you're
I
an
can
earth
walk.
elemental.
But I am very strong, so I may be able to jump.
All right, give me an athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can jump the water.
athletics.
Whichever you prefer.
I am proficient in that. I knew what I was doing. Alright. Oh, that is a 8 plus 11. That is a 19.
All right, I'd say you can jump the water. Oh, crap, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Sorry. Ah, come back. I accidentally removed you. Sorry. So, what did you say? 30.
Yeah, 30-foot movement. So I just want to move basically across so I can get the two of them in a line.
I would say there you can do it.
Alrighty, and I would like to cast, dropping my concentration on Call Lightning,
Mhm.
I would like to cast Sunbeam.
Okay.
So I need Komi and Gundage to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
21.
28.
Alright, you both succeed, so you take half damage. And I rolled like ass. 20, so 10 points of radiant damage to each of you.
Okay.
Right.
10 points. So that's Gundage and Komi, right?
And then I'm going to change into an air elemental and shoot up 20 feet.
There it is.
20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Alright. That's your bonus action, yep.
Yes.
Cool.
So back to 90 hit points for the
Oh, yes,
elemental.
that's right. 90.
And I am now concentrating
Cool.
on that.
Concentrating on...
Sunbeam.
Oh, so it stays up. Okay.
Yes. I can do it every turn as an action.
Alright. Cool. That brings us to... Oh, Briziara's dead. So's the snake. Gundage!
So is the snake.
Ow, that hurts. That hurts.
Oh.
That's okay. Hey, at least I died after the snake.
What to
There you go.
do?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I am going to probably regret this.
That's a good start.
Because I am hedging my bets here. Bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon to Komi.
Yours is the sword.
Because I think mine is the sword.
Oh, the sword, right? Yeah.
No.
Yep.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
12.
Oh, 12.
Cool.
And this might not be my smartest move.
Oh, listen to that.
So what's the best plans? That's always the best way to do things.
Oh, this might be a mistake, but since I've got... Oh, hold on. Before I do this, I've got to make a con check on my Call Lightning,
Oh, yep.
which is a natural 18 plus 4, 22.
When did you take
And I only
order?
took 10 points.
Oh, yeah, so you're good.
I took 10 points
Okay.
from Sunbeam.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, no, you're good.
Right, so I'm going to bring it down on... Because I know there's someone in front of me and I don't want to get hit myself. So I'm going to bring it in on the other Cleric Paladin before they can
Stuzor.
heal up.
Alright. So that's a dex save.
All right.
from-
Dex save.
Alright.
Ten, 20, 28. 28 plus 9. 37. I'm using a calculator because this is a lot of d10s. Plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5.
Free throw is still betting on Jin.
10.
Need a killing blow, though. If it's a tie, it
know.
goes down to the killing blows.
Yeah. I need a killing blow and then all of that damage I've been dealing.
Hmm.
But those firestorms really helped.
Alright. Math. Alright, so that is... That's going to be 73 points of lightning damage.
Alright, and I had a 26 on my save. So 73 is
36.
36.
37? 36?
36.
so I have to make a
Round
con.
it down. Oh, you're not
And that is
resistant. You're resistant to lightning, aren't you? Stuzor?
I am not.
Oh, I thought you were. Alright. So 36 damage.
And alright. Took my 36 damage.
That's a bonus action. That's an action. I'm not going anywhere because that's just a free attack on me that will probably hit.
Look at her smile.
Alright.
Could you possibly mean?
She's like, yeah, I'd smack you.
Oh, I'm the squishiest one here. I think the bard's armor class was higher than mine.
Yeah, mine was 19. Mine was 19.
All right. So that's you, Gundage.
sure was.
You're done.
That's me.
Komi, you're up.
Yeah! There it is. There's the crowd.
Hi. I'm so sorry about this. Oh, reckless.
No, you're not.
That is a yeah, that's gonna hit. It was a 9 on the dice, and I've got plus 15. That's definitely gonna hit.
That'll do it.
That is 10, 15, 21 plus. I have literally a cheat sheet because of so many things. 21 plus 23 on the first hit, so 20.
That equals. No, it doesn't.
44.
I was writing it as
Yeah,
you did, and it
44.
came out as like 2,000, so I obviously wrote it wrong. What was
Second
that? Sorry?
hit, 44 damage.
44.
Second hit. Oh, that's a 19. That's a crit. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Attack 2 isn't as bad because there's no
But it's a
divine
crit.
fury in that, but it is a crit, yeah, because I've got the bib. So it is okay, 10, 18, 18, 24, 29, 31, add 6, 37, plus 12 plus 6 because of the rolling, the max damage.
Mhm.
So 37 plus 12 is, help me, 49.
49.
Plus 6
That's
is
enough.
35, and then plus another
Cool.
13 on top of that.
So it's more than
What is that?
it's more than you have. You're down.
Is it?
All right.
But
I
you
am
have
not.
Death Ward,
I
right?
have
1 hit point.
Yep.
I've got 1 hit point left.
That's
So-
Death Ward, right?
Yep. He has Death Ward, so
No.
he
Very
that-
first action.
Yep. That was
Yeah.
the first thing he
yeah,
did.
that's fair. It's all good. Right. Cool.
What was your total
Cool.
damage
One.
there, Komi? In that
that?
last lot?
It was 47
Yep.
plus 13, I think.
Yep.
So 60. Oh, Kremen's saying 68. He's very good at tracking my damage.
68?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for doing math, Kremen, so I don't have to.
Awesome. So you're on 1.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Oh, wait.
You're not.
Oh, jeez. She just got you, eh? That was 68. You had 67 hit points.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Oh, and that's a natural 1 on my con save, so then the storm goes away.
And the storm goes away. Who's still got a storm up? Does anyone still have a storm up? Stuzor still has a storm up.
I do. Yes.
Yes. Cool.
The static
All right.
electricity in the crowd is just getting slightly
The
lower.
storm's been there since the beginning, I think. All right. Is that you, Komi? You done?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Hang on. All right. All right. Just making sure I've got all my... I've put everything where I need to put it. All right. Stuzor. You're up.
At the top of
Alright.
your turn, you take 10 points of fire damage.
Oh, yes. 10
Nice.
points of fire
Yeah.
damage from the grave.
From the grave.
Which means I
I love it.
fall down but get back up because of my half-orc saying.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, can I kill him from the grave? That would be so great.
That would be the
Wait, did that knock
I
you
have
out?
1 hit point.
Did that knock you out? That's not...
The way I was tracking it, I should have. What do you have me at?
I have you at 37 still. But I might have missed... I'm trying to keep track of everyone, so I might have missed something.
I had me at 7, but I like your number better.
Shall we split the difference? You had 7, I had 37, so I'll take away 15. How about that?
Okay.
Split the
So that
difference.
puts me at what then?
So that puts you at 22.
22.
Mm.
All right.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So close.
If that's the case,
That's beautiful.
I'm going to yell over to Komi, and I'm going to go, sorry, and I'm going to call lightning on our elf friend over there, Gundage,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
And kill him,
I
presumably.
make the save Venom resistant, so it's quartered, but
Unless he rolls like a 3.
Yeah.
oh shit!
I'm trying to find this here. Don't remember how many dice it is, because this is at,
Oh man.
I cast it at 6th level, so.
I rolled a 19. I figure I have to save as well.
Is 19 a save? 19's a save, right?
16 is the save.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you both save, technically.
That is 60-10. That is 38 points of lightning damage. If you didn't save, so 19 on a save.
19, yeah.
that's still halved for me, but it's not
We're up.
enough.
Gundage is up.
Oh
F.
wow. F's in
That
chat.
gets me a
F's
kill.
in chat, guys. That's another kill. Oh shit.
That's
Yep.
That is another kill. F's in
Gundage,
chat.
thank you for your sacrifice. Please don't go away. Just turn your camera off.
Join us in the afterlife.
Bob Cook help you weather the storm.
Join us in the afterlife.
And that is another killing blow for Stuzor.
all right.
Damn.
And
All
then
right.
I still have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to remember if I had healing word. I don't. Okay. So I am going to move my spiritual weapon
Oh,
towards
his
Jin, 20 feet.
Spiritual weapon is also gone, so that's gone. Oh, no, that's your one, isn't it? That's gone.
That one was mine.
Yep, and Gundage is gone. So, this one, where are you moving it to? Sorry?
I'm 20 feet towards Jin.
Alright. 15, 20, I would say that's about there.
I'm not interested in fighting a half-orc because I'm a half-orc.
Also, I should have moved the boundary in earlier and didn't, so I'm going to do it now. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I got distracted by the dramatics that were going on.
There's a
So
lot going
Stuzor,
on. I don't
you're
blame you.
being pushed in there.
If that's the case, I'm going to start moving south a little bit,
Okay.
just down, so I'm
So you
not
don't
getting
get
pushed into that lava.
lavaed. Yeah, fair enough. So like there? Look good?
That's good.
Alright, is that your turn?
That's an action. That's a bonus action. Yep.
Movement.
done.
Yep. Alright, that takes us to Jin.
Alrighty.
Oh, you also
From
got
her
slightly pushed.
place- Yeah. From her place in the air, she's going to Sunbeam at Komi.
Okay.
It's a Constitution save.
That's an 18 plus 13.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Sorry. That's a lot. A lot of numbers.
23 halved, so 11 points of
11
radiant damage.
points of radiant damage. Okay. Anything else?
She's gonna stay there, up in the air.
So you're staying put?
Yep.
Alright. That brings us to, as I scroll through all the dead people, Komi!
How high is she? Is she can I reach her?
20 feet up.
20
20
feet
feet
up.
up, I can't fucking reach her. Okay. I'm gonna end my rage
You're going to end your rage. Okay.
Yeah. and move backwards a little bit further away towards the top.
Alright. So, like, up here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
All right. Anything else?
No.
You're just gonna stay there. Cool. That brings us to Stuzor.
All right. I take fire damage.
4 points
Oh.
of fire damage from the grave.
4 points of fire damage from the grave.
All right.
She's gonna kill you with this fire, you know that, right?
Yeah. I'm waiting for it.
Because I've killed two people, and they've both been elves. I'm going to slap myself and lay on hands for 60 hit points.
60!
60.
Oh shit, son!
Wow. Okay.
Damn. Oh shit, that's cool.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I'm going to move my spiritual weapon another 20 feet towards Jin.
Alright. That's about as close as you can get.
That's fine.
Anything else?
Action, bonus action. I'm gonna hang. I'm good.
Okay. Jin.
Alrighty. There's a lot going on here, isn't it?
Yeah. It's quite.
Yeah.
It's getting quite tense, I'm not gonna lie.
It is. It really is. Right. You know what? Let's have fun with this. I'm gonna go straight up to Komi.
Have you got that kind of movement?
I got that 90-foot fly speed.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
I'm moving fast.
Okay.
And I'm gonna land in front of her and make 2 slam attacks,
Okay.
which will be at advantage because of foresight. Alright, so that is 16.
Nope.
Was it 2 and an 8? And the second one is a 23.
Nope.
Okay. And that's all she's gonna do. She's gonna stand there in front of you.
Awesome.
I saw that. Oh good.
I totally just checked that AC. I was like, 23 didn't hit? No, it really
Nope,
doesn't hit.
23 doesn't hit.
She's
Don't,
hardcore.
Hardcore, yeah.
Actually,
level-
for my
level
bonus action,
25,
I'm gonna
yeah.
change form. I'm gonna change into an earth elemental.
Okay. What's the AC on an earth elemental? I mean, hit points on an earth elemental, sorry.
126.
Cool.
As it is.
I would like to remind you all that Jin hasn't taken a single point of damage to her actual hit points.
Yep.
Rude.
But she also hasn't had a killing blow yet. So all they have to do
No.
is stay alive. Because they both have.
Yeah.
Alright, is that your turn?
That is.
Cool. That brings us back to Komi.
I'm going to go back into a rage.
Figured.
Yes.
Reckless, attack, blood
So it
axe
will be a
of
straight roll, because you have disadvantage.
fair. That is a 14 plus 15.
Yeah,
Nice.
that hits.
Are you resistant to anything?
A
As
non-magical
an earth
damage,
elemental.
so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Maths.
43 points of damage.
Okay,
Second attack, reckless. 1 dice.
straight roll. Yeah,
That's a 16 plus 15.
that hits.
$25 points of damage.
Okay, she's
Cool.
still an elemental.
It's alright, give it time, I'm working on it.
Alright.
Working on it.
Concentration checks, I think.
Yes, please.
That is a 22 for the first one. No, sorry, a 23, because the elemental's more calm than I do. And the second one is a 18, so
So you're
both
good.
succeed.
Yep. Cool, that takes us to Stuzor.
All right. I am going to.
Grave.
Oh yes, fire damage. Sorry, how much?
2.
Oh man, slowly but surely. You're slowly but surely getting him.
Yep. I would have gotten him too if he didn't heal, but you know.
I know.
Yep.
Born for those meddling kids.
I was thinking.
All right, Stuzor, what you doing?
All right. I am going to at 5th level cast Shatter at Jin.
What does Shadow
That's
do?
a
It is
16
radiant, so it probably hit Komi too.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
I can.
I'm fine with it.
Is it? Well, yeah.
What does Shadow do?
That's fine. I'll hit both.
It's
What
yeah,
do you make the
500
shadow of
damage.
the Dex?
It's con, I think.
It's con. It's
Oh,
a
that's
16
even
con.
better.
I only expect both of you to make the save.
Yeah, that's a 17 plus lots. So
Yeah, I made the same. It's fine.
So how much damage?
And that is 17 damage.
Times 2 because it's both of them. So
Is that
actually
was
take
17 damage
34
before
points of
half?
damage.
seven,
17 damage before half.
Before
before
half.
halved. Okay.
So it's half to 8,
So
Yeah.
and then I take 16 because
Yeah.
I'm vulnerable to it.
All right. So Jin, you take 16.
Still an
Co-
elemental though.
Komi, you take 7. No,
It's a little.
Eight, isn't it?
8.
Eight.
Yes. Sorry.
It's
Yep.
just a little tickle.
and actually, I lied. I cast that at 3rd level and not 5th level because I rolled the wrong dice
Okay.
or the wrong amount of dice.
20 on concentration.
Is that your turn, Stuzor?
I'm gonna slowly move my boat or spiritual weapon back up towards Jin. 20 feet.
20. That's about there. All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
The arena's getting smaller.
Smaller.
Pushing all of you because you're all on the edge of it right now.
It's so weird to look at like where it was to begin
Yeah.
with.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is to, as people fall, force you into combat, basically. So you can't keep running away. All right. I will say that will be the last time it will reduce. We're down to our last 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Jin, you're up.
Alrighty. Tricky.
Oh wait, you went like closer to each other, weren't you?
Yeah, we were right,
We were
next to
right
each
on
other.
each
We were
other.
right
Sorry.
up on each other. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. What you doing?
Alrighty. I'm going to change form into an air elemental and just hover slightly off the ground.
Okay.
And then underneath me, where Komi is too, I am going to cast Transmute Rock,
Okay.
and I'm going to turn the ground beneath me into mud.
Okay.
Oof.
And she needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I mean, I'm not very strong, so I'm probably going to really struggle with it.
Incredibly difficult terrain.
It's a 22.
Alright, so you succeed, but it is still difficult terrain, essentially. Every
Mhm.
foot of movement costs 4 extra feet of movement, so your movement is cut by 5.
How big?
Cut in-
How big is it?
It is a 40-foot cube. So
40
it might
foot
actually cover
cube.
the entire arena.
That does cover the entire arena.
So Stuzor
Oh
needs
my
to make
God.
that save too.
Oh shit.
I think. Hang on. Is it
That's a
centered at
strength
you?
save?
It is a point within 120 feet of me that I can see.
Okay, so you're going to do
put it
the
in the
whole
center.
arena, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, so Stuzor, you
think
also need to
Jin
make
might
that
have just
save.
out-annoyed Nick.
The strength.
Strength saving
Is that
throw.
correct? That's a 2 on the die, so 13 or 15.
Yeah. It is a failure.
strength
You
save.
are restrained as well.
You are stuck in the mud.
I'm
Alright.
annoyed in the afterlife. Like, shit.
And it's not concentration, so I still have Sunbeam, but it is my action.
All right.
And my bonus action. And Jin's going to move away from Komi. It will provoke, but that's fine.
All right, where are you going?
She's gonna go as far back as she can, really, back to the other side of the arena.
Like down here? Like all the way? Oh, you can fly as an air elemental,
Yeah,
right?
she can fly, so she's not
Like
affected
me.
by that difficult terrain.
Yeah. Komi,
yeah,
you do
she's-
get an attack of opportunity though.
And no, I just rolled a 19, which is a
At
crit.
disadvantage?
Nice.
1 dice, reckless.
Reckless is only on your turn, isn't it?
No, if you choose to go reckless, you can attack it at any point.
Okay.
Yep.
I haven't played a barbarian.
Jax, is that right?
I think that sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Alright. So that hits, yep.
Okay,
Double
give me a
check
sec.
it, though.
Do you want to double check before we
I am
get,
just
go on?
give
Yeah.
me a second.
Does it say on your turn you get advantage, or because I can't remember?
Oh no, it is on your turn.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So disadvantage then.
let me
I mean,
just
it's
find
not.
it
I
as
mean,
a-
unless you roll a 1, you're gonna hit.
yeah.
yeah, I know.
It
but
does
to
say
roll-
on your turn, so I'm going to assume
Okay,
that
yeah,
means.
no worries. I roll it.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
So a
but it's
19
not
and a
critical.
20 is what you just rolled.
Oh my god.
And that's not a crit.
Crowd.
Yeah.
It is a
Dice
crit because
gods
she's
have
a barb.
spoken.
She crits
No,
on
but it's-
19.
I crit on a
Was it a
19.
natural 19 on the die?
That's
or-
Yeah, natural 19 on the dice.
Okay,
She
that's
crits
fine.
on a 19, yeah.
Oh,
That was
dear, right.
ridiculous. I feel like the gods have spoken when
Yeah,
you
oh
roll
my
a
God.
disadvantage and you roll a
Supposed to be a
19 and a
crit.
20. Jeez.
Right, that. One more d12.
Hey, Param. Nice to have you.
That is a 15, 25, 35, 47, 49, plus 13, which is
62.
thank you, and then plus the critical damage, so plus another 18.
62
So that would
plus
make it
That's 80.
80.
80.
80, yeah.
Still got 10 hit points as an air elemental. Still in the air.
Well, at least you're very
Lord
damaged.
almighty.
And Stuzor is restrained, and Komi basically has her speed reduced by 1/5 or by 5 times. So
Okay.
that's my turn.
Okay.
I should make that confident, though.
Yes, please do that thing.
No.
No?
No sunbeam, but
No
the transmute
sunbeam.
rock is not concentration.
Okay.
So
Cool. That brings us to Komi's turn.
I guess I make 5 feet of movement in one direction and really, really rage about it.
Where are you going? Which direction
Oh, no,
would you
it's-
like to go?
I have 40 feet of movement, so it's reduced by what? By a fifth?
so you would move. Every
8
foot costs
feet?
5 feet of movement, so you move 8 feet.
Yeah. So you'd get to like there.
I'm going to move 8 feet towards Jin.
Okay.
And
Cool.
and you end your turn there, so you have to make another saving throw.
Strength,
Yep. So you don't get stuck in the mud.
30.
All right, you're fine.
I don't
feel like-
think...
Yeah. Barbarians and strength, right? All right. That's your
Yeah.
turn, Komi.
That's all I can do.
Cool. Stuzor,
All right.
can he
I
save
still have
again?
call lightning
How
up.
does that work? Oh, you don't need to move if you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. You still have call
Can you
lightning
tell
up.
me where it is?
From the grave.
Oh yes. How much? How much?
8.
8.
Nice.
8
All
fire
right.
from the grave.
Hey, I got a quick question. When you moved backwards, was that Jin? When you moved backwards, was that within range of that spiritual weapon to get an attack of opportunity? Or no, spiritual weapon doesn't get
Spiritual
attack.
weapons
Never
don't,
mind,
yeah.
Never mind.
Yep.
Anyway, never mind. Keep going.
Okay. Cool. Stuzor, call lightning
I'm call lightning.
on.
I'm going after Jen,
The orcs are ganging up.
and that is a 16 dex save.
All right, that is a 19 on the die, so
All right,
So
yeah,
half
you
damage.
save. And then that is 14 lightning damage after it's been halved.
All right, and then it halves again because I have resistance. So that's
So 7.
7.
You're still an elemental.
Just.
Still an elemental.
All right. Is that your turn?
Then I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon closer to him again.
Okay. 20. It's roughly there-ish. Cool. That brings us to Jin.
80. What have I got left? Okay, I am going to, as my bonus action, cast Flame Blade at 8th level. And then I'm going to fly up to Stuzor. And as he is restrained, I have advantage on the attack anyway, but... So I'm going to come up and swing with that Flame Blade as my action.
Can you have a blade as an elemental?
I got hands, don't I?
I think you can.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know. Let me look. Let me look.
I mean, I would know that if I can't, so...
Yeah. There's nothing about not being able to. I would say that you probably can.
Okay.
I would assume
so
so.
that
Yeah.
is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is 66. 15, 12, 15 points of fire damage.
15?
15?
15, yeah.
Alright.
You don't have any resistance to that, Stuzor?
I do not.
Okay. 15 points of
No.
damage. Is that your turn,
Alright.
Jin?
And then she's going to fly up 10 feet.
Okay. At this point, everything freezes again. And the big head appears and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, the time has run out." Which means we have 3 players still in the arena, which means it comes down to points. And the first thing we look at is killing blows. We've had 3 killing blows. 1 by Komi, 2 by Stuzor. Which means Stuzor is our winner today.
Ooh, wow.
And Komi is our second place.
Nice.
Thank you so much. That was so much fun.
Holy shit.
Awesome.
Really,
Good
really
job,
awesome.
guys.
I thought I
Good
would
job.
get got when I ran away from Komi. I thought I was gonna fall in the mud.
That was pretty, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so you two, we will be in touch about your prizes. If the 3 dead people want to come back now, you can.
Coming back. Hi.
Oh, hello.
So do I get like a pity laugh for dying second to the snake? I died after
You know
the
what?
snake.
If I could have killed you before the snake, I would have done. So don't worry too much about it.
I know.
Okay.
I'll
You
take
guys-
it. I'll take that.
I still feel the best thing is fire from the grave.
Yep.
Just saying.
I
Fire
kind
from
of
the
was
grave was
hoping that
pretty
was going to
cool.
kill
That's
Stu, so
pretty
I'm
dope.
not going to lie. That would have been amazing.
That would have been great.
I've been on fire this entire time since round
Yep.
1.
You could have just put out the fire.
Then he
Yeah.
would have lost an action, though.
I mean, do I get bonus points for not taking any damage to my actual hit point?
That was cool.
I mean,
was
that is
good.
pretty cool. But
I
you
was
also
on
have to
8
kill
hit
people.
points as the
That was
elemental.
awesome.
Yeah, the killing blow thing was partially just to try and balance out that druid thing a little bit because it's
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, no, if my calculations are correct, between you served up. Let me just check that my maths looks right. 1,808 points of damage.
Nice.
And the person who did the
Holy.
most damage was Komi. 496 points of damage.
I
Komi.
think most of
Just
that was from.
496.
Yep.
I think most of that was
It's a
from
little
trying to
low.
kill Nick. I think most of that was just from trying to kill Nick because of those heals. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining us. This was really, really fun. So,
This was a blast.
Stuzor, as our champion, that means that we are going to move forward. Our plan is to essentially create a ladder challenge. So we'll have people playing off against each other in like a progressing to a final, and in the final, whoever reaches that final will then challenge you to become the champion of the arena.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm
Alright.
assuming you're on
So
board
cool.
with that.
I'm on board.
We're going to we'll set that all up and set up some rules and stuff about how that's going to work. We have a fairly complicated system of points where you're going to be able to earn points to essentially increase the points buy you have at the beginning. And people will be starting at a low level and leveling up as they proceed through the contest. So that by the time they get to the final, they'll be somewhere between 16 and 20, depending on how things have gone for them. But we will figure out all the details of that and post them up so you guys can see them, and then let people sign up for it. And then, we'll have a championship bout at the end where whoever the winner of that ladder is challenges the current champion.